Alright, it's time for Call of Duty Vanguard. The last time, because there's just no one left playing this. Even with the Game Pass bump, it lasted less than a week. Anyways, be sure to like the video. Subscribing's pretty good. I'm gonna talk about Superman's cousin. I should have twisted that. Superman's cousin, Supergirl. Yeah, I mean, they're not that much different in age, but, you know, she gets the girl, he gets the man, I guess. They should be called Superwoman. That's literally a joke from the film. Anyways, yeah, subscribing's great. Consider becoming a channel member. Patreon option, Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon server link. All that more, including social media options in the video description below. Anyways, we're just gonna do our Supergirl bit right off the bat. 48 seconds in. So as I went and watched Supergirl, it was kind of like a Guardians of the Galaxy knockoff that was about 10 years too late. It felt incredibly dated. The narrative was bland. Lobo comes in and out randomly, doesn't really serve the plot much. She's got a girl that she's kind of protecting / dealing with that wants revenge. There's child brides. It's very random. The narrative kind of just skips along. Millie there as Supergirl, she's pretty great. I actually wouldn't mind seeing more of her. My guest thought she was terrible, but you know, I thought she was okay and fine. The visuals, they look very gray brown, sort of as if it was taken from a Xbox 360 game. I mean, the CGI was fine, but it just looked very devoid of color vibrancy and setting. It wasn't very funny or entertaining. I think there was, well, there wasn't really any jokes. I didn't hear any laughter throughout the film. I mean, it wasn't very quippy, which is, I guess, what we're used to. But I suppose the material maybe was a little bit more serious. Everybody loves Crypto, but Crypto isn't really in the movie at all. What else was there? The villain was terrible, but he loved eating. I say terrible as in he was barely in the film. He was not really... He didn't have any personality or interest in it. Every time you saw him, he was eating food or taking food from someone. Or drinking milk. The action was okay. Like I said, the CGI was fine. It's kind of a bland, boring film. If I had paid money for it, I would have been really disappointed. It's watchable, it's serviceable, it's kind of middling. Superman was better as a film. I think she might serve better with others, but like even the tone and the focus of her plot and her character development in this was like kind of weakly handled, and I just kind of pondered like the idea of what they were trying to do with it was good, but it just, the execution really wasn't there, and it was kind of cringy at times. And I think that about sums it all up. Kevin's here, guys.
Hi.
You let me blab on for a bit there, which I appreciate.
Of course.
Let me see there. Anything else I need to add? 10 years too late. She was cool. Random skips. Visual devoid of vibrancy. And villain cringy moments came across as dated. Yep, that sums it up.
Would you say aggressively mid?
No, there was nothing really aggressive about it.
No, it does not even worthy of that.
It's just kind of mid. Very, very mid. Like, it's watchable, kinda. I don't know.
It wouldn't dissuade anyone from seeing it.
I would. It's more like a stream movie. I wouldn't pay that much for it. Yeah. A lot of... No, there wasn't really much soy in the film. She was an alcoholic. But she learned through the power of friendship that drinking is bad? I guess. Through friendship and...
Anti-alcoholic message, or?
I don't know. She's like, I think she's 23 in the movie or something like that. But she learns that alcohol isn't necessarily the way or something. Actually, you know what? At the end of the movie, I won't spoil anything, but like, it actually almost contradicts that to a degree now that I think of it.
No.
Anyway.
Because she parties her face off? No, I'm joking. Alright.
Well, throughout the movie, she's like, it's her birthday.
Yeah.
So she's going on a binge because, you know, like, obviously everyone she knows is dead, right? Like, you know, it's not a, you know, it's not like ruining the movie or the narrative. I mean, that's Supergirl, that's her story, you know, she's just like Clark.
What happened to Krypton?
Yeah.
I'm joking, sorry.
Yeah, you do actually get to learn about Krypton though quite a bit in the movie.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, they do like flashbacks and stuff like that. So, yeah. It's like a party girl that you don't feel fun partying with, you just feel bad for. But no soy, just lots of alcohol. And milk! Yeah, there was milk. She went to an AA meeting. No. Unless she's talking about the AA of life. Oh boy, oh, they're saying hello to you, Kevin.
Hello, everybody.
Kevin's so excited for GTA pre-orders that he, like, literally fought people to the death to pre-order. Again, guys, I don't understand why any of you care about pre-ordering GTA. It's not going to run out. It's digital. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't...
Yeah.
I keep getting asked.
The only time I've pre-ordered is because I have money now and I might not have it later, if you know what I mean.
That's fine, but I'm like, you know, people keep asking, they're like, did you pre-order? Are you getting ready? Are you wish listing? I was like, they're not, you know, it doesn't matter if I pre-order it now or the day before. It doesn't, you know, there's no impact. I don't get like bonuses for pre-ordering like, you know, 30 days in advance. I don't get like an extra in-game item or something like that. They're not gonna run out. Although it would be funny if they did. No GTA file storage space left. It's just like, yeah, I don't understand the care at all. It's like, you know, back in the day when it was physical, Kevin, you did need to actually go out and make sure you
because
secured a copy.
EV games might not have a copy or something. Yeah, I get.
Yeah. But nowadays it's like it's all digital, it's all servers. There's no ruin. It is a big deal. It really isn't. People are calling it a straight hotel movie. I'd say it's like a stream movie. I don't know. I would. It's strange too because I don't know who the movie's for. Because it's like, okay, she's not like sexy enough to sell it to like our age group or slightly younger. She's not. She's too adult for like a young girl. You know. It's like, I wouldn't be like, well, I mean, you could watch it as a kid, it wouldn't be a problem, but she's not like, oh my god, drunk Supergirl, that's the role model for my daughter. You know? And it's...
No, but is it, like, supposed to connect with the dysfunctional millennial? If you know what I mean?
Well, she's basic, well, I'd say it's more of, she's like a dysfunctional Gen Z that doesn't know what she's doing with her life, I guess, but like, I don't think that's the type of audience that's going to watch movies. I just like tonally, I was like, who is this for? And it's not like it was like that had the elements of where you can make a genuinely great movie out of it. Is this like a massive match? Why the fuck are there so many people in this? 10v10 on this level? This map's tiny. Oh, this is blitz pacing, right? Okay. So back, if you didn't, did you play Vanguard when we played it when it came out? You remember that it had different pacing tiers with different amounts of people in it?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what's going on here. But sitting there like, man, there's a lot of fucking dudes running around. Yeah, it's just like totally. I was just like, who is this? I mean, we'll see what the box office results are. Tracking is really bad for it at the moment, but we'll see if it does well and picks up and stuff. But it's just like, for me, it's a hard movie to like recommend, or like I don't even know who I would technically like recommend it to for watching. I guess if you're into her, she's okay in it, but like
I like Supergirl as a character. I don't know about that last stream.
I don't mind her. Like I really don't. Like, you know, she's a fine character, and you know, she is just at the end of the day a gender bend of Superman. I gotta say, Kevin, that yellow sun is a cure-all.
Is it? Yeah, always has been.
Always has been. You know, she drinks on the red planets to fuel, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have so many issues with the plot too that I can't talk about because it would like spoil things, but I'm just like, the yellow sun cures all, but it could be used more, but it could be used less. That yellow sun. Kevin sounds like he's talking over his cell phone on his mic. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is that off, eh? That's funny.
That's what I told Kevin beforehand. Is I was like, it's very different sounding. His other mic isn't really working, so this is what we have.
Yeah, so it's a different mic I grabbed just to like borrow and use, but like we were even talking about whether I should jump on Discord or something. I don't know. I kind of want to hear it on stream now, see how different it is.
Kevin's drive-through mic.
A drive-through, yeah.
I was saying he sounded like an announcer, like a radio announcer. But yeah. How jarring is it?
Love that drive-through mic, dude, sitting there like, I don't know what a number 6 is, man. You got to tell me what you're ordering.
I like a 3 with the fries and the cola. A trip to Flop City, Super Flop. Well, I mean, Supergirl did work the first time. I guess it isn't gonna work the second time. I don't know. I think you could have done a really good movie about, you know, dealing with like trauma and emotion and stuff like that. And they just were never really into it. 4 editions of GTA, good. I like options. Yeah. So anyways, Kevin's joining you guys from 3,000 miles in the air.
That would be pretty extreme, trying to do a Call of Duty match in zero gravity. Would make the whole Kate Upton shoot look really stupid in comparison, you know?
There was a Kate Upton shot in space.
Yeah, you didn't, well, no, like when when they do the dive bomb with the planes to achieve zero gravity. Come on, if I showed you pictures, you'd know what shoot I was talking about.
We lost connection to the host. No, that lobby was perfect. It had everyone. It was like 20 players in there. I don't care for Dr. Pepper, no. Am I playing Star Fox? I hope so. Yeah, how was Lobo? He was a disservice to the plot. He's just randomly in it. He looked okay. He just kind of came in, laughed, smoked a cigar, swung around a metal mace, and then would leave. And then he'd randomly show up again. And then leave, and then randomly show up again. And then he just left. So, yeah. Like her in House of the Dragon. Yeah, she's a good actress. Again, I really want to make sure that that's like the center point that I want to get across. Is like everything in this movie was middling to terrible, but she was okay. But my guest hated her. In the movie.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
No, it's
terrible.
like she was good. She was good in House of the Dragon. She made me hate Rhaenyra right off the bat. She was really good at that.
I try to forget that show.
Really? I'm excited for the new season.
It's out now.
Oh, is it out now? Well, that shows what I...
First season, just last week.
Check that out.
First season. First episode was last week. Evan, where have you been? That's Snoop Dogg? Yeah, because he fought for our freedoms.
He fought for our freedom. Yeah, buddy.
Is Kevin excited for Vietnam? It sounds like his microphone is.
Oh, yeah, I know. My microphone, it's excited for everything. I think it's just excited to be out in the world and being used. No, I'm very excited for Vietnam.
There you go.
I even had a buddy who doesn't even play those games pre-order it on his console so then we could play it together. I talked it up so much. I should be getting commission on that game, dude, with my friend group.
Get the affiliate link going on that one.
Yeah.
They just released the terrible mobile version of Age of Empires for PC today. I'll have to download it.
Oh god, yeah. You should tell me how that is.
It's a complete, like I did that video on it when the mobile version dropped, and I was like, it's a complete bastardization of Age of Empires. Is everything you could imagine as Age of Empires as a free-to-play? As a free-to-play. It's kind of like Farmville, but like Age of Empires.
I love some of those ads, though, you'll randomly get for mobile games. Like, there was one where it was just the old Tiberian sun sound effects. And, like, even, like, the look of the structures and all that. And it was like, play, like, War to War on mobile today, and it was like, yeah. Anyways, I don't know. Blew
I
me
did
away
one of
how
those.
much they copied it. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got a paid gig for one of those one time. I actually made some pretty good money off of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was. You can actually watch it on the channel, guys. I think it's called Million Lords or something like that. But like, so what it was is they wanted like an ad short like all those other ones, and I had to post, like I wasn't supposed to post it on the channel. Like I did, like it wasn't part of the requirement, but due to the way that the site is made, I had to post it in order for the site thing to go through and me get my money.
Yeah.
It was like million lords. So it actually is viewable on the channel. I think it's got like 12,000 views or something. It's stupid. Anyways, it's like Million Lords? Play it today on the App Store. It was kind of funny though, because they're like, we just want like a clip of you saying this bit. I was like, okay. And I went out to like, on a windy day to like a bit of a marshland, because I thought that would be cool for like a game that's about combat fighting, and I was like, play it today, and it was like windy, and they're like, no, we just want you sitting in front of your mic doing it. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, you went too theatrical with it?
Yeah, I guess so. I was like, I could have just sat there, and I just lazily sat there, and yeah, anyways. For minutes of work, I did pretty good on that one.
Awesome.
Yep. I also loved, I guess it's technically made more, but like, I got, what was it, a EA thing for doing like a Madden mobile short video. I think that's some of the most money I've ever made per time actually spent doing something. It's ridiculous. But, you know, that's what they wanted. Limb throughout the trees. I know, right? Kevin Halo showcasing on PlayStation. Kevin loves that.
Oh, it's my favorite. I always knew, like, when Halo 3 came out, that this is gonna make a wicked PlayStation game one day.
I always knew that was the end game. Was Microsoft
Yeah.
just throwing in the towel and giving up all their games. Yeah.
Sure, it'd be neat to run into some of the old guys on the football team and just have them be like, "Oh, so PlayStation's so stupid now." Eh? You know?
Look who really won the console wars. That's the funniest thing too. You get guys recently, they're like, "Oh, the console wars." I'm like, the console wars ended like 3 years ago when Xbox gave up all their games. That's literally what conceding war is giving like your resources away. It's like Microsoft's paying like war reparations to PlayStation to the 30% cut on health and games. You know when Sega bowed out and then they started putting Sonic on like GameCube and stuff? That's what Xbox has been doing the last couple of years, and people just don't realize. That's what conceding the console wars is, though. It's you put your games on your opponent's platform. Yep, that's how she goes. Yeah, people are drinking on this great day, waiting for you guys to like the stream.
Whoa.
Yeah, subscribe. It's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member, the gift and the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. Also that Amazon store affiliate link at gamerheadquarters.com. I'll have a written review for Supergirl soon, I guess. I didn't know the embargo was... There was no embargo. I would have probably actually pumped that up before this went on, but oh well. Every COD looked the same. That's just not true. If you go back 10 years, Call of Duty World War II looks completely different from this game. And this game looks different from the other CODs. This is a World War II game. There's been Black Ops. I mean, they're gonna look and play similarly because it's the same franchise. You know, it's kind of like one of the most successful IPs in existence. If they change things too much, people are gonna be like, "Whoa!" You know, it's like, I never got that complaint too when they brought back Age of Empires. Their Age of Empires 4, Kevin. The reviews were like 8 out of 10, too similar to previous Age of Empire games, and I was like, well, isn't that what I waited like 10 years for? Was
Year 4 for it, yeah.
Another Age of Empires game? It'd be kind of jarring if they brought it back and it was like the mobile game that they have. But I'd be like, what the fuck? Like It's really risky to change your IP up like that. Like, Doom did it really well, so did Wolfenstein. You know, they came back and they reimagined things. And I think they did a good job with that, but, like, I don't know, if Call of Duty makes, like, billions of dollars every year, even on a low year it makes billions of dollars, why would you fuck around with that? You'd be, like, a complete fucking dumbass. Man, this guy does not need to reload, it seems like. His MP40 just has limitless bullets. True definition of Snoop Dogg being like, don't worry about them bullets. Yeah. They're fast-paced now. They always were fast-paced at the time. In relativity.
They really sped up, like, I don't know if you're willing to talk, like, from years and years ago, but yeah.
Well, every game franchise gets faster and faster. Play Gears 1 and then play Gears 5, right? Like, it's... They do get faster, but what I'm saying is, like, relative to other games that were coming out, Call of Duty always was pretty quick. Like, COD 4, you know, it's a slower paced COD, but, like, compared to other games that were releasing at the time, it's about the same pacing. Same speed. But, like, all these games have become so twitchy and they move faster and faster with every release. I mean, hell, look at fucking Halo 1 and then play Halo, like, 5 or something, and it's, like, you're on steroids moving around.
Frag out. Throwing stone.
How strong is that grappling hook to be able to pull Master Chief?
Oh, like, fuck, well, a Spartan weighs like a ton. We can think that Spartan armor maybe improves tech-wise, and it weighs less than a ton over time, but, like, I don't know. It'd have to be, like, a literal, like, industrial pulley thing. Like, I guess you could theorize that maybe he's pushing himself, too, to get, like, propulsion going, but, like... Yeah, so as far as I understand it, those Spartan suits, they weigh a ton. A literal ton, so... You can find a quarter that pulls 1,000 pounds. Well, that's just the suit, too. I guess that doesn't even technically include him, right? He'd be, like, 200-300 pounds in muscle.
Yeah.
Mm.
Enemy war machine in sights.
What the hell? Whoa, that was quite graphic. Literally, that woman, like, disappeared in front of me. That's crazy, dude. ADA. I don't think it's necessarily an ADHD thing. I think it's just people enjoy really fast-paced, quick action. And, you know, it's kind of like a dopamine rush thing, right? Like people.
I think it's that people really got really good at the games, and that's kind of what everybody wanted to compare to or whatever. Because, like, let's face it, like, still, if you look at, like, the majority of people probably do not play FPS shooters. You know, like, this stuff is, like, really streamlined, at least in my opinion, like, especially if you go back to, like, the original Modern Warfare games. It was just kind of everybody hopping on and for fun, but, like, I think of, like, the top people, especially Call of Duty or, like, even, like, Siege or whatever, like, that one guy I was telling you about who would, like, literally watch, like, YouTuber strats on his lunch break. So, like, I think the people who are, like, really into these games do want to just, like, be the best and the fastest they can.
Yeah, it's all about, like, quick pacing, and you know, it's been dictated by what people kind of like, and it's a bit, you know, like the phones and stuff. People love shorts or small clips. The attention spans aren't there. Yeah. 343 earned it. Oh my god. Oh, hi there, kids. Live prison. What was I gonna say? Yeah, 343. Did you see that freaking for? And they went back on this, but Microsoft or 343 had it where the new Halo game, if you played it on split screen on PlayStation, Kevin, you need a PlayStation account and a Microsoft account.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, my buddy was telling me about that. I wasn't even sure that it was necessarily real because it just sounded so stupid, but I guess that's a real thing, is it, eh?
Yeah, they pedaled back on it pretty quick. They're like, oh, that was an accident. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys created a press release that you're sending out to everybody that's a frequently asked questions about the game, and you accidentally had this feature. Sure.
Sure, yeah.
And people are like, oh, no, it was, it was an accident. I was like, since fucking when does Microsoft make accidents? You know how many people have to, like, look through this and be like, okay, this is the message we're sending out. Yeah, like, just... And again, I don't know why people trust anything Microsoft says these days. All they do is lie. Seriously, that's all they do is they just lie. Or sorry, they say indirectly correct but not correct things that make you think something, but it actually means something else, and then they'd be like, well, we never really fully said it. Anyway, they lie. Anyways, yeah, I don't believe what they say. You didn't know they went back on it? Yeah, after like 3 hours.
Probably because of the backlash coming out, you know.
It lasted 3 hours. Oh, we didn't mean that. It's like bullshit. They're so full of it. They thought they could sneak it out there and people wouldn't be bothered. Remember back in the day, you could just be like guest and then just play. You know, you just grab another controller and you just play. But then Microsoft wouldn't be able to farm as much data off of you if it's only one account. And... Jesus, you know, like, it's just... Man, they suck. Microsoft sucks the life out of gaming sometimes. A lot of the time. Kevin trusts Asha. Yeah, I'm sure he does. He's a big Asha fan. She's the CEO for Xbox or whatever. That lady.
Oh. She's gonna fix everything.
Yeah. She gave me a hug, you know. She said it was gonna be okay. That was my Xbox kisser video. I was like, you know, I met Asha, and you guys, before you guys knew about it, and she gave me a hug. She said, it's gonna be okay.
It'll be okay, yeah.
And then she walked away. Yeah. Friggin' hell. Remember the what a worm? Evan's super sweaty about games. He goes so hard in those strategic top-down things.
Oh, yeah. You know what, actually, to complain about one, every now and then Paradox has this magical thing they do where they'll just, like, absolutely mix something up with the gameplay. Like Victoria 3, I got really good at that game, and then they changed the whole trade system and everything, and, like, I figured it out, but it's this giant, like, oh my god, like, I have to, like, basically, like, redo this whole part of the game, and Hearts of Iron, they just remixed how you do, the infantry divisions and that, and I'm looking at like this division because you get used to a meta of like, oh, okay, you make your division templates like this if you're doing this, and then I saw the AI which was just decimating me, and I'm like, yeah, anyways, their whole format was completely different. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks, Paradox, if you're listening.
Kevin loves the meta changes. Peter Moore.
Oh yeah.
I think Peter Moore is like basically retired. He's like 70 something. Peter Moore ain't coming back to fix Xbox, guys. He was only there for a couple of years.
I think we need to hire you. You'd fix Xbox right away.
There's nothing to fix. It's too late. I mean, I'll take money to like close Xbox, but like, you can't fix it.
I do wonder how long that'll take though, because like even just with a couple people I know, like even my sister and all that, like she really wants to play the new Fable game, and she's just gonna go get a new Xbox to play it. And I was like, well, why not get a new PC? She's like, oh no, that's too much. She's gonna get a new Xbox. And like if I tried explaining to her like all the stuff that like you and I talk about with it, like I don't think it would matter. Like, I do think that there's got to be a couple millions of Xbox fans that are just gonna get the console just because, you know, when they don't give a shit to. Yeah, they wouldn't look into it. Well, yeah, I guess what would be the price? The closer it gets to a PC, the more I would pitch getting a PC.
I mean, fuck, did you see the Steam box price?
Yeah, it was crazy. But when I hopped on Steam after we talked about it, and they were just advertising it as a pre-built PC. They were talking that, yeah, you could do anything on your PC, you could download other... Yeah, so if it's like, honestly, it's not too bad. Looking at the specs, actually, comparing it to the other PCs you can get, it's not bad.
I mean, it's like Series S components and it's like it runs worse than the PS5. I'm just like, I don't know why you would. Like the PS5 is literally a better deal than the Steam machine is. You don't even. It doesn't even come with a controller unless you pay an extra 100 Canadian or so. I don't know. To me, that looks ludicrous price-wise.
Enemy has taken the hard point.
I would weigh, if I was getting a PC, I would look at that, and then I would just, like, I'd check out, like, Memory Express or whatever is local, and just see if there's, like, something on sale you could get.
Yeah, it's like, for me, though, that price is just, like, I kind of was interested in it, because I thought it would be something neat to cover, but I'd never make my money back on that. It's just going to be such a niche thing, man. That's what I'm saying, it's like, looking at the price of that, and, you know, the next Xbox is supposed to be, like, really powerful. Like, Microsoft keeps touting that, and they keep throwing out the number of thousands. Like, I had it pegged at, like, $1,250 to $1,500 US, like...
Yeah, and that's what drives me. It's like, I'm only going off of the prices that I've seen, like, locally, and, like, 1,500 to 1,600 will get you a decent PC. Like, what was it, like 4 years ago? That's when I got my 3050, which like was okay. And then like that, I paid a little bit more than that right now, but that's where I got my 5060 Ti. And I just paid a little more because I wanted to get, you know, the extra VRAM on it, which thank you for the suggestion and all that. But if I didn't know that and was unaware, I could have gotten about that price range for the 8GB VRAM. So I'd have to look into the specs on that one again. But it is in that price range of a PC. It's just I don't know how widespread you would get it, that if you had the money and you were going to get a PC, that you would think of grabbing that over a PC. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just like, you know, it's the same issues as a PC. You still got to do all the setup, everything like that. It's Linux based too, which is an issue. But you've got like, you know, again, it's like Series S specs. It's 512 gigabytes of storage, 8 gigs VRAM. Like, you're just gonna get fucked on that thing. Like, the benchmarks for it are horrendous. Like, it's outperformed by a PS5 in literally every metric, running at 1080p. I'm just like, it's a thing that's gonna be, it's for enthusiasts, right? Like, it's an enthusiast console, is what it is. But I'm like, I'm just not sure what an enthusiast would want an underpowered, really pricey little box like Cube. I don't personally, I don't see the value in it at all. It doesn't even come with a controller.
oh, you're not supposed to play with a controller. Keyboard and mouse.
Ultima? The hell's Ultima? Like an anime thing? You know what Ultima is, Kevin?
I do not, sorry.
No idea what Ultima is. I don't know, I just like look at the prices and I'm sure it'll like sell out. But I'm just like kind of thinking like overall sales and stuff, I can't see it doing well at that price point.
Have you checked out the like low-end PC prices though recently? Like, I'm just
they're high.
Again, that maybe, yeah. Like, I'm just saying that unless I'm off with what I saw in the specs, it does. It looks like the same value you could get a low-end PC. Like, it does. It looks like they're just offering a pre-built low-end PC. Just like.
That's the
my
idea.
thought then again is that I'm gonna go I've saved up my 1500. I'm not getting something wicked. I'm just cool that my PC runs games currently. 1500 will get you that PC. I just don't know how readily available that Steam box would be over, rather than just going to, I don't know, let's say
you can only get it
and getting a
Valve.
1500. Yeah, so that the accessibility of it, like if they were pumping that thing out everywhere, so that when people look and they say, oh hey, you know, I could get what's it, the Alien PC, I can't remember that brand name, or I could get the Steam Box PC. Yeah, you know, like then it's in competition with it. But yeah, I didn't see where it was. It looks in the same price range. It looks the same. Like, it has the same abilities, at least for what you can get here. But like, I don't see why that would be a better option than anything else. That makes sense. It's literally just a mini box PC. It's nothing more.
It's a GameCube, basically. But I'm like, again, it's for enthusiasts, right? Like, your average consumer won't even know about it. Won't even hear about it. and your person that has that kind of money to spend already has a PC, and it's like, why would you get this on top of that? And then you look at the price, and it's like, what was it, 1,500 or whatever for the Canadian, that is, for the 2 terabyte version. You might as well get a PS5 Pro. It's a bit cheaper, and the games run better, they look better. I'm just like logicking it out. I'm like it's a neat novelty thing, but I'm like overall sales wise, I can't see it doing well.
Because my big catch with the console is always that you can play all your games, they'll look good, they'll run good. I even love that one point where it's like if you get a PC, you have to make sure the game runs for your PC, where they will make sure the games run for your console. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's built to do. They will ensure that. But like the biggest catch for the console for me was always the price. Like, am I going to, like, I don't know. I'll talk out my ass, I'll say that openly, but I think your average person generally could, if they can save and go get a PC. But I understand things happen. I understand that saving that money or whatever, yeah, it's not necessarily the easiest thing, or if you saved up that much, are you going to go spend that much for a PC? But a console being, you know, $400 to $600, that is a much more reasonable buy at any given moment than that $1,500 PC. So like for a PlayStation 5 to come out and hell, let's say even $800 or whatever, that is a much better price and easier to justify a bigger purchase than, say, getting that PC. But like if you're talking like PlayStation 5 and this new Xbox are like $1,200-1,300 with the next one, I think anybody's silly for not going and getting a PC. Why would you get that machine when you could go get Steam and have everything available, and it's a PC as well, everything you can do with that, listening to music, you know, watching all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's more like the PS6 will be cheaper. Like,
yeah, like that's the big catch, is that I think it just has to be in a price, it would have to be in a price range to me to justify it being the better financial option, opposed to just saving $200 more and getting a PC, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like it's all going to be like where all these parts lie, and like honestly, the price we have. That's why I kind of say a range. Like I'm expecting that Xbox to cost between $1,250 and $1,500, because like honestly, the prices could get worse.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, if you came out and told me the new PlayStation is going to be $1,500, like yeah, you get a PC for $1,500, like it's right there.
The
like,
PS6 will probably be about $1,000.
That's a little rougher, but yeah, it's just crazy.
But like that Xbox,
at some point that gap
gonna cost a lot.
But that doesn't make sense either way too. Like if you're Xbox, you're trying to market this. If the new PlayStation, which is already the better seller, comes out for $1,000, how could you go out there on Xbox and justify being $1,312? It makes you think that they would try force that price around a PlayStation just to be able to compete.
No, they said they're done with competing. They're done with subsidizing the console, and they are touting. They're going for a premium. That's what they've been saying for the last couple of years. They want this Xbox to be a premium product. They're saying it's more powerful than the PS6. They're spending more on components. It's going to have, again, I hear the number to 30% more raw power than the PS6, but it's going to cost you more.
Interesting.
Yeah, like literally, they said they're done subsidizing the console, so PlayStation will subsidize their console. They'll take a hit on units sold because they need to build market share, but Xbox, they said they're done with it. It's gonna be a bloodbath for Xbox. Not just the layoffs, but like, you know, like their actual console sales next gen, they're just gonna get massacred. They're only selling to existing Xbox owners. They're not getting new owners. That's not their goal anymore. They're literally just trying to appease their fans and squeeze some extra money out before they bow out of it.
I think that'll hit really bad again, though, because like I'm even just thinking most of the people that probably are going to buy an Xbox are people who don't care, don't really look into gaming and all that. You know, they're just out to buy an Xbox because that's what they know. And even thinking of that, if it ends up being like 1,300, like you're saying, actually I'll just reference again with my sister, I can't imagine when she goes out to buy an Xbox thinking that, oh, okay, hey, cool, I'm just gonna get the new one, and oh my god, it's how much? You know, like
Sticker
yeah.
shock. Well, affordable console
I think that'll
gaming
be a
is
huge
done.
shock.
That's, it ended a couple years ago. And it's like, who's to say that maybe the component shortage will, someday get fixed and prices will go down, but like, currently they're appreciating assets, and yeah, it's gonna be a high sticker price, and I think the Steam machine just kinda, me at least, confirms my high suspicions price-wise that Xbox is gonna cost you a fucking arm and a leg.
That would be too much, and like I don't get why you would want it to make it more affordable, because like especially in a day and age where everybody's probably for the most part already just playing games on their phone, like how much are you gonna push kids to that? You know what I mean?
They're
like
not
if I'm
targeting
grabbing
kids. I told you, Xbox and Microsoft, like literally the CEO of Microsoft came out like a week ago and said he's tired of Xbox not making money. It's time for the platform to start earning and monetizing. They're done subsidizing. They're literally selling it to adults at a premium price. If you want to keep your old-ass games, you want to do that, you want to do your gaming, and if you still like Xbox, that's what it's going to cost. This is a weird game mode.
just yeah, it is. I like we're supposed to defend the point, but we have a certain amount of tickets to hold or whatever.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I think this is why I have this turned off, but I'm just like, this is... Not to distract from the conversation, but I'm just like, this is very...
Oh, you're all good.
Is it like search, kind of? Like with the ticket number? Oh, I'm dead. Okay. I see. So we didn't kill enough of them. But hopefully you guys can slaughter that like button, subscribing's great, donations cool. Be the channel member. Channel member gifted, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also that Amazon store affiliate link. Iran is pushing the prices up. I don't think it's Iran that's doing that. But we won't talk about that. Yeah. Charge for online multiplayer soon? They already charge for online multiplayer. PlayStation's been charging for online multiplayer since the PS4. They all charge for online. They help subsidize the console. Why do you guys think you get the consoles cheaper? It's because you pay for the online services and stuff. You guys doing how
The one
works,
thing
right?
I'm thinking though, like, if you're not trying to pitch to the younger generation, I think it's the big issue sports have. Well, sports is still
Sports
a
will
major
have?
market or whatever, or like that sports is having.
Yeah, it's beginning.
Like not
and
with
it's,
like yeah, where like the kids aren't into it. You know, I just wanted
they
to
can't
say that.
afford
You
it.
know, like
You're
sports
not able to
obviously
build a love for something.
Yeah.
If you don't have it from youth. But that's the economy we're in, though, Kevin. Is you sacrifice future profits for short-term gains. That's how Satya runs Microsoft.
That's gonna bite everybody so bad, you know, one day.
Yeah, but that's how these companies
up,
are.
20, 30 years and nobody cares about your product because nobody knows it.
Well, that's Microsoft right now. That's what Satya's thing is. He makes short-term games for Microsoft, which has made Microsoft a ton of money and a very valuable company. But they've destroyed Windows, they've destroyed Xbox, all their consumer sides, their products are all faltering. Surface is dying. It's, again, it's short-term gains, and it's like, say, fuck it down the road. That's how humans work. That's literally how our species is, Kevin. That's how we do everything, right? It's like, you don't want to be inconvenienced in the now. That's someone else's problem down the road. That's how we do it. Naval warfare. Do you have Battlefield 6, Kevin? Yeah, I think you have it, right?
Yeah, I got Battlefield 6, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing naval warfare, which I guess that'll drag me to go take a look at it again. But
there's something about that game, man. I sound like just a hater, but like I can't explain it. It's like there's no soul to it or something. I don't know.
They traded Battlefield for Call of Duty and got them some sales and stuff, but then the legs fell out because it's just COD with Battlefield.
Well, one buddy made the classic joke, of like, oh hey, it's just because you're not a kid anymore. And it's like, I get that, but like I was in my mid-20s when, Battlefield 5 came out. I played the living shit out of that game. You know what I mean? Like, I game all the time, so there's something about this game still. And for a game that I think is very, like, meh, to have 130 gigabytes on my PC, it's just not worth it. I can't justify it.
Just takes up space.
Yeah.
Game mode. Well, I mean, I'm sure I've played this game mode before. I probably just don't remember it because I don't really play modes outside of what I like to play. Is kind of how it works, but
Contact able.
yeah. I mean, I play the game modes I like, and I don't really like to play other things. But because there's like no one playing this game because it's dead already. I mean, let's be really here. I never really picked up off a Game Pass, but that's kind of why we're doing this. Is try to get some quicker matchmaking going on. Which seems to be working, right? Like, we've been finding matches a lot.
Yeah, we're in lobbies.
A lot faster since I did the switch, yeah. There you go. The big draw was no online fees? Well, heavens no. They make free money off of people every single year. Why would they give you free online? That's the really funny thing is, like, on the Xbox, you know, user portal or whatever, they're like, what features would you like to see? Everyone's like, free multiplayer, and it's like, yeah, Microsoft's struggling as a company for Xbox, and they're gonna give you free multiplayer. Yeah. Let's just piss away our multi-billion-dollar revenue stream every year for the lols, just to make people feel good about themselves. Yeah, that's gonna go over real well. Hey Satya, how about we just eliminate a billion-something-dollar revenue stream to make people feel good? We get laughed out of the fucking room. Some of the things people suggest is so funny. Free multiplayer, less ads, and it's like, what's more likely? A company's gonna give you free multiplayer and less ads, or they're going to charge you more and give you more ads? Let's think about that for a second. Oh, that flame nut did nothing for me. Console games are always updated. Not on my Xbox. Fuck. How many times have I got to go play something on Xbox and it's like, update required? I can, because I know the Xbox, it does it as like a queue thing where it's kind of like, you know, in your priority of how much you've played something. But it's really funny when I play a game the night before and then I come the next day on Xbox and it's like, update. I'm like, why the fuck didn't you update the last game I played for me? What is the point of the auto update system if it doesn't fucking do anything? Ugh. People grew up? I don't think so. Many franchises have felt just as good, if not better, over the years. It depends on how they're done, but Battlefield 6 really is. They just Call of Duty-ified it.
Well, there's, like, that's my catch is, like, for the just growing up, there are a lot of people. Let's say that your career is very time heavy and you have a family on top of that. Boom, your gaming life is just about out the window. That I have friends that are in that scenario. I have friends where their career is not so time consuming and they do have time with family and all that to come play, so on and so forth. I have taken life really easy and I have more time than others, so I get to play a lot. Like it's funny with the whole, oh, you're not children anymore, which it does make sense for like nostalgia in some games, but like good games are just good games, and like we're playing stuff all the time, you know what I mean? Like if I'm it's not that I'm not only not playing Battlefield and not playing everything else, it's that I am playing something else while not playing Battlefield, you know? Like my attention is on gaming. It's just there's something about that game that hasn't stolen it from me, and especially looking back at like previous ones, like even if I just go back to Battlefield 1, like that was a wicked experience. I put too much time into that game, you know.
It's true. Let's be real here. They basically made it like Call of Duty. It's small maps. There's a lack of emphasis on vehicles. Like it doesn't really play like Battlefield. It doesn't really feel like Battlefield.
Yeah.
And they just turned it into Call of Duty. And you know, it had strong initial sales because, you know, that's the COD effect. I mean, it was running off a hype, and then the tail just fell out immediately because it's just not Battlefield. It is what it is.
Haven't seen this map in a while.
I thought we played on the other night, no?
Protect the objective. Plan ahead, plan to win.
Plan to win. I always plan to win. But sometimes the match doesn't allow for it.
But you know what's always allowed, right?
Yeah, it's too soon for that.
Like, okay.
I wish it was.
Frag out.
The fuck are these guys?
Right? I just had a whole laugh. Like,
We control the hard point.
I hate that because like there's 4 players in their team. There's people. Let's take a big Mac with Kevin the microphone. We'll have to adjust this in future streams, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
It'll just be a unique experience.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that jarring,
Enemy.
but it probably sounds different. Just think of it as you've never heard Kevin before.
This is truly myself. No.
You make Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Well, they did do Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, but we talked about this many times. Modern Warfare Remastered's multiplayer was too popular. It took away from Infinite Warfare's money and revenue stream. That's why they cut it. Which is why I find the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports really fascinating, because they're literally
Hard point located.
giving up money. Like, Black Ops 7 must have sold really bad, where they're just kind of like, let's inject some quick money into this.
Control the hard point.
Because otherwise, I really don't understand the idea of it. I guess it's kind of like a break in case of emergency, is doing like remasters or ports of their older CODs during the new COD season time. Actually, you know who's coming to COD this week? Fucking Nicolas Cage.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
Black Ops 7, you can buy Nicolas Cage. Probably would have had cooler skins and stuff, but all those fucks whined about it and then left. You know, those Battlefield fans, where are they now? Not playing Battlefield. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, we got Nicolas Cage coming. It's fun. Yeah. You're talking about, I know you're talking about the second one, but I just did not. I thought that was pretty clear. The first Modern Warfare Remastered did really well, so they didn't want to do the second one because it would take away money. Did I not explain that well, Kevin? I thought that was.
I think it's interesting though, like if you look at the Game Pass drops for what we've got in World War II and Vanguard for Game Pass.
It's whatever is the cheapest for them to do, basically.
Okay, because I was just sitting here thinking, like, I like World War II, but especially if you were to add that one and Vanguard, they're really not adding super popular CODs. Like,
Yeah.
obviously these games, I know these games sold well and all that, but like, still, it's not. Yeah,
They're throwaway CODs.
not like
Anything
throwing
to
Modern Warfare.
make
Yeah.
sure you don't leave too long. It's more like, oh, I like this COD. You play it for a week and then you go back to playing the new one.
But yeah, so is that to not take away from the new CODs? You think?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You notice they time these drops too. They time them in between COD seasons.
Okay, that makes sense.
So this will, like, you know, like this one was added halfway between the reloads. So this was added last week, and then COD Reloaded is this week. So the idea is you go off, you play this for like a week, and then you come back to the new one and spend your money. They do it strategically.
We control the hard
And then the next drop's supposed to be July, which will be your Black Ops stuff to coincide with the PlayStation release. But, you know, they're going to put that at, you know, kind of just before the new season of Black Ops. So you play it for a week or two, and then you move on to Black Ops 7, and you buy your Battle Pass stuff for the new season. It's all strategically done.
Yeah.
It all coincides when they do their, you know, main season and then mid-season, which is the reload, yeah.
coming. Get out.
Yeah.
Hard point is ours.
Everybody liked the first Modern Warfare. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? It's like one of the most iconic multiplayer games ever fucking created. The literal
Really?
game we're
Like-
playing right now is derivative of that game that came out in 2007. Modern
Oh, the
Warfare Remastered.
2007 one?
Yeah.
That game changed online playing. There was myself included. Most people did not play Xbox Live, like on original Xbox and all that for multiplayer. It was mainly couch co-op and all that. But the first Modern Warfare, 2007, I knew everybody hopping on for that one. Like, yeah.
That's why we have prestiging, it's why we have classes, it's why we have perks, it's the way multiplayer is done, it's why we even have modern shooters. Because it started the trend of modern warfare.
Actually, seriously, like it's because it's funny because like Battlefield did a couple modern shooters, but like I'll be
None of them
real, like
caught on.
especially if you go, yeah, the old Battlefield was really niche. And yeah, the old ones, like even the way they mixed it up, like I love what was it, Battlefield 2, where you're NATO versus China. You did like the possession thing, and like the screen would like warp as you take over the new character. Yeah, the ghost thing. Like yeah, like it was very different gameplay till they found their formula. I don't think Battlefield like really hit big until like you get to the bad companies.
I'd say
You know?
Battlefield 3 was the first one where they really broke out
Yeah,
into popularity.
but yeah, like everything was World War II back then. That's actually, I guarantee why I have such a soft spot for World War II shooters, because that's all I played as a kid. All Medal Honors, the first 3 Call of Duties, you know, and then finally Modern Warfare came out, and yeah, that changed the game. It actually changed the game so much that we're now what? Almost 20 years later, and everybody just wants, hey, Modern Warfare, modern, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this game is still derivative of that title.
Pat yourselves on the back and head on home.
Modern Warfare 2 20 times more than the first one. Well, yeah, because they iterated upon the formula and they made it more addicting and they added more things for you to unlock and more things for you to do. That's literally what it was. That was the design of it. Like, I mean, damn, dude. Like, literally, this game, and the game coming out next year is literally derivative of that title. I would actually go as far as say, is like, you know, like Modern Warfare 2 2019 was the first time that they really revamped things. But even then, it's still a completely derivative of 2007, Scott.
2019 was an entire pitch to, you know, the younger generation of like, oh, hey, you know, like this is going to be what you heard the older people talking about. And it was a big pitch to us older guys at the time of like, oh, remember Modern Warfare? Like, don't get me wrong, like the second one was my favorite personally, and the third one wasn't bad. But yeah, I don't think COD is where it is today without 2007 Modern Warfare.
Yeah, and that remaster was very huge because it was actually cutting into the profits of Infinite Warfare, and again, that's why they didn't do like Modern Warfare 2 remaster. You can go in the files, like the files are there for the maps and everything like that. It was literally just turned off because, you know, it would impact the sales and the battle passes. Would somebody think of the profits of the Activision company? Now it's would somebody think of the profits of the Microsoft Corporation? You know, they're our favorite little indie company, Microsoft. And they struggle to survive against the big dogs out there.
Well, it is. It's all these indie companies, you know, like Ubisoft and, you know...
Ubisoft, like
Microsoft
actually,
trying to...
their stock value and stuff has fallen so goddamn far. You can almost consider them an indie company.
That's so sad.
They're
That was, like, such a household name,
they
you know,
were
for
huge
gaming.
a few
Like,
years ago.
yeah.
They've completely collapsed over the last couple of years here. They completely collapsed. Yeah. Anyways, that's life. Wait, is this that terrible map? It is. This map sucks. All hockey tomorrow. Well, 24 months in. Thanks for sticking around so long. Yeah, no, we got the you know, ball hockey tomorrow. So, yeah, you do the sign-ups tonight, and I'm ready to go. I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to get up and drive over to the parents to watch the soccer game or whatever, and do some stuff or whatever tomorrow. Oh, but yes, ball hockey. I am, you know, fitness is gonna be good. Hopefully I'll get some, you know, goals or something, or, you know, do some stuff. I'll try to make a difference out there.
Have you ever hit a really bad drought in ball hockey so far, or is it just, you know, so casual everybody should get a point?
Yeah, some quiet weeks. Most of the time it's like 1 or 2 people per, you know, like game is doing most of the scoring. Like last game,
Yeah.
it was, I had, I think 3 or 4 goals and 6 assists. And the other guy had 6 or 7 goals, and I think we had one guy that had 1 other goal. But that was like basically the team's scoring was That's you to me and then one other person. That was it. At least that's what it seems to be. It's like, I don't know. When you get up to scores, it's like some scores, you know, you'll have nights where it's like, oh, 20 goals or whatever. But like most of the time, it's just like 1 or 2 guys that are scoring.
It's just 1 or 2 guys score. Is it the same guys over and over, or is it just kind of everyone gets their day?
It depends on the night, but yeah, usually it's similar people.
Okay. There's
skill gaps.
That's funny. Yeah.
And some nights, some people get lucky.
Kill confirmed for you.
Black Flag. I don't think Kevin will play Black Flag. He won't
I
be
don't
able
think
to.
yeah, I will not be able to get it away from my girl.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to touch that game. Yeah.
That'll be their gift. Like, yeah. I still love that's what Diablo ended up turning into for me.
Yeah, she just played the whole thing. I hope she enjoyed that.
Oh, absolutely.
Until I retire. Oh, that's good. Well, you know what how the streams are these days. It's like, eh. Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream, subscribe, and it's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. The gift and the Patreon option and the Discord for stream alerts. Also, that Amazon store affiliate link. All that more in the video description below. Yo. Yeah, I know the ball hockey is good. I think I could, in theory, probably. Like, there's some older dudes that do it. Like, assuming the group doesn't, like, fall apart or something. Like, I mean, we're gonna have to get some younger people at some point. Because I'm young, but I'm not that young. Like, I'm, like, one of the youngest there, but I'm not really that young. So, like, you need...
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
You need some younger people. But, like, I don't know. I guess ball hockey-wise, I could probably do it for, like, another 20-something years or so, probably. Easily. Yeah. Some of the guys that are, like, grayed out and stuff, it's kind of funny. Get some decades out of it. The better thing is that, like, today was the first warm day in a bit. It's like, man, it needs to get a bit warmer so I go back to swimming. And windy and rain and stuff. It's bumming me out, man, because, you know, the weather in the lake is too cold to swim in, and so... Gotta have a safe water temp. Yep. You guys don't know what it's like to have the lake and, you know, be too cold for you to swim in the lake. You know, ball hockey there, Kevin, I look out, you know, in between halves, I'll go out and I'll walk out to the lake and I'll be like, A, this is cooling me down, which is nice, but B, being like, ah, this looks lovely, I wish I could swim in it.
Yeah.
Kill confirmed. Nice job.
I'm on your team, man. Ugh. Unbelievable. That my ass was walking by. Hockey body. No, I'm a little out of shape here. Well, it's like I can't fucking do anything, you know? Like, you know, you go to do your walks or your swimming or stuff like that, and it's like... It's too cold to swim, so you're not allowed to, and then the walks, it's like nobody's walking when it's windy and rainy and crappy out. It's been a really rainy, windy season this year. Like, genuinely bad.
Well, I don't think anything that recreational could get you to, like, if you're playing or what would you say, like, organized, you know what I mean, but still competitive. I'm even just thinking, like, if I was to run around in, like, a flag football thing or something like that, it would be so casual as opposed to, like, you're actually on a team with, like, a scheduled week of working out, you know? I'm sure.
No, it's genuinely fucking, like, it is intense. Like, you know, like, some nights I'll sweat so badly, I'll be like, there'll be heat when I'm streaming still afterwards. Like, I've actually had it in the shower, Kevin, where there's, like, steam coming off of me when I come out of the shower.
Oh.
Like, it just, yeah, it heats up, man. Like, it actually is way more competitive. Like, you think it'd be like, ha ha ha, and then I'd bring you to one night of it, and you'd be like, holy crap, dude. Like, we've had some guys that come, and they try out one night, and they're like, this is too much for me.
It's awesome.
It's stupid, actually. I didn't expect it. It's like, it's supposed to be drop in ball hockey, but, like, yeah, okay. Fucking ridiculous.
There are some of the younger people playing on, you know, leagues not yours.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, apparently there's another league over where our one buddy is. Apparently they have a league there at that community center. Apparently it's younger people, really? But I heard it's even more intense.
Funny.
Yeah, I've kind of been like, I've pondered checking out other ball hockey groups, but it's like, the one guy I actually haven't seen him in a bit there. He says like some nights he does 5 nights a week.
Wow.
Like I guess there's different, like all over the city there's like different quadrants have different ball hockey things going on. I have no idea how you can get into that. I didn't even know this stuff really existed, but yeah. People go intense, dude.
I remember playing ball hockey in the alleyway, and some guy stopped in his car and went up to me and my buddy and said like, "Oh hey, you should come check out or whatever we play and all that." And it was kind of like, "Yeah, sure." We were younger, so like, I don't think we're actually gonna go out and do that, but yeah.
They're trying to poach you. I got poached for tennis.
Oh, did you? That's funny.
I was doing tennis the one day and they gave me the invite, but I'm like, I don't want to join WhatsApp, so I can't do it. Chuck going to Florida. That was a great deal. Did you see the fucking? They picked up three players today for the 1 draft pick. That was a good deal for everybody there. Yeah, they got rid of fucking Chuck, which you know nobody liked that dude. And yeah, they got 4 draft picks, and they used the 1 draft pick to pick up 3 skaters, you know, Eklund and stuff. San Jose got they got 2 first rounders. Pretty good for everybody involved, really.
And the Flames.
The Flames. Didn't they get somebody too, or something?
Yeah, and grab Demyansk.
Yeah. I don't know what it's gonna do for you, but you know, it's something.
He's 4 years ago or 5. He was 2nd overall. He's been in the league 3 years now. He's 22.
That's some youthful talent then.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think he's a decent prospect. Like everyone's pointing out that like, oh, he actually really doesn't have like wicked numbers, or whatever. But yeah, like 3 seasons in, and that he has numbers right now, like 11 goals or whatever in his 3rd season as a defenseman. I don't hate that trade. I'm quite excited for it actually.
Florida's gonna be pests. I don't know. I think their players are kind of aging out of the age group, but we'll see. If that makes sense. Like I think they hit their peak with those couple years that they, you know, won and stuff, but I think that's probably in decline at this point.
I think Florida will probably still be competitive, like just because they missed the playoffs after.
Yeah, but I don't
winning
think they're
2
gonna
cups
like
in a
dominate like they were
Who knows? I think
dominating.
That
right?
yeah, like dominating like that is really
It doesn't last
really
forever.
rare. Yeah, it doesn't last forever. But like I think like with the team they have, it would not be hard to see, like the foundation's always there for now for like a couple years, where like if you just kind of tweak it and add a player and all that, they could very well compete again. That's where like the Brady Tkachuk move, like Brady Tkachuk is a good player. I know he didn't do well on Ottawa, but like in the last playoffs in Ottawa, but no one did well last playoff series in Ottawa.
Well, he was
like,
what, -4 for point.
Yeah.
They got his stats for. I was like, well,
Yeah.
-4, but like, yeah, you see all the
Good
posts
move.
online about how the anonymous posts from his teammates, they were saying he completely checked out after the Olympics. Nobody wanted him there. Nobody liked him. I was
Oh, I
like,
wouldn't doubt that.
he was a
That's
cancer
my
in the
problem.
dressing room. Yeah.
That's my problem with the Tkachuks is like whatever, you're allowed to do what you want with your life, you know what I mean? But like as a fan, especially of like the team where one of the or Matthew Tkachuk left, like it's so obvious to me that they wanted to go down to the States. I don't know why they picked Florida, but they didn't give two cares in the world about the Canadian teams they were on. It was so obvious. Like Brady Tkachuk also had 2 years remaining in his contract. There's the whole thing that he had a couple teams on his list, you know, like the casual, like Vegas was on there too. But I'm sitting there thinking I could totally see his agent coming up and saying that, yeah, Florida, if you don't do it, we're not doing anything. We'll walk. You know what I mean? Like,
the thing was, he said after 2 years he's gonna leave. That's what he told the GM, so the GM immediately traded him.
That's the exact same Matthew Tkachuk did. You know what I mean? But like you do kind of handcuff yourself into the situation where what are you going to hold on to them to the very last year, and now you're going to get even less for this guy. Yeah, well that's it. You trade them when they're worth something, but that is wild. Like if you were to go back, I'd say 15 years ago, I cannot remember hearing of players, you know, saying, "Oh, I just absolutely refuse to play here. Move me now." Like that was the old Eric Lindros thing in the late 80s, 90s, and that was a joke of like, "Oh, what are you going to be like Lindros, you know, and just bail on your team for no reason?" But now, like with both Tkachuk brothers have done it. Like, anyways, really good players. wish they were on my team, but yeah, like
Objective.
their
The
attitude
American
just
players still
sucks.
want to be here.
Yeah.
Closing with Charlie.
They got all high and mighty after the Olympics and stuff, and it's just like there's a lot of rumblings around the league of all the American players wanting out of the Canadian markets.
Securing Baker.
Well, there's a lot of talk about the markets right now. The biggest thing mentioned, and it was even funny seeing Michael Bublé talk about it, but the whole tax-free market thing.
Yeah.
Now, if
tax-free
that
stuff.
has the biggest, yeah, if that has the biggest impact on the NHL, it's because the NHL does not make what the other major four in North America make. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I have not yet seen a signing in the NFL where it was like, oh, they went to this team because it's a tax-free market or whatever, but they're making so much more money. So, like, I don't know. A lot of people think it's an effect. At some point, you have to kind of wonder, you know what I mean, that specifically those teams are doing so good all the time and players are wanting to go there. As for the Canadian market, like, it's weird, though. Like, my one problem with the Canadian market is you do have McDavid and Draisaitl signing in Edmonton, giving them 10-plus years, you know, 2 cup runs. Like, what are you going to say? Toronto had all those players signed into Toronto for the longest time, and they got to be, again, like, one of the worst, like, I don't know, fan bases, but, like, media bases in sports for how much they'll drive people away and put pressure on them. But, yeah, like, I don't know, like, Canada...
Oh,
Heck,
come
even if you
on.
look
For
at-
hockey, they're such casuals for sports. Like, other sports, you get way more railed and driven by media than you do in fucking hockey.
Not well, you do in other sports, but what? You don't think Toronto's market and all that is up there? Like, there's no way you
They're
could walk
intense
into
and
any
passionate,
bar
but
in
it's not like
Toronto
fucking
and people wouldn't
soccer
know.
or anything like that.
Gun flank cleared to
Well,
And they're
but then
just softies about it.
but what league are we talking about, though? Right? Like, if you're talking about like the MLS here in like North
No,
America
we're not talking
for
about
soccer,
North
I would-
American soccer. Come on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, if you're talking like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure any of the top players, and I don't even know the leagues. Like, I don't know the top English UK league or whatever. Like, yeah, I assume that would be massive.
Well,
But,
you
like,
got
thinking
those
about it,
two
like-
dumbasses doing that podcast, and they're like, you know, fucking whining about their goaltender, the Sens goaltender. You're like, oh, he's taking mental health days, and making fun of him and shit. And then you got a reporter being like, oh, well, you were hating on your goalie. What do you think about that? And they go, oh, my feelings. Oh, you're hitting me in a soft spot. It's like, they're just,
but
they're
they
fucking
hear it.
whiners.
In that top market, especially Toronto, there's no way they don't hear it all the time. Like, how many places do you think those guys could go and people wouldn't know who they are? You know what I
Most
mean? Like,
places.
even just think, you know, exactly. Like, it's just they get ripped on all the time in that market. I think that's got to be the toughest market in it. And I love the point that if you were to
Even
go
then,
to
it's
say
a
the national,
casual market to be in compared to other sports. They get paid handsomely.
oh no, they get paid well, and that is their job. But like, let's say, am I going to be in Toronto and put up with that, or am I going to go down to Nashville, where yeah, maybe someone will recognize, but odds are I could go out to clubs and nobody will know or care. Like,
Yeah, then do
literally
that, but
players
don't
have
whine about
mentioned
it.
it. Well, but then if that's the case, then the Toronto market is specifically affecting their players, and that, you know, dunking on them all the time like that is making your team worse.
And
They're
this
going to go to other
Newcastle is
markets where
crazy.
there's less pressure. You know?
I don't think it has that much of an impact on the players, except for the people that can't emotionally handle it.
I think of all the players from Phil Kessel to Phaneuf, even back in the years, literally saying that was the problem.
And they just use
You know what
it
I
as
mean?
an
Mitch
excuse.
Marner saying that is the problem. Like, I have yet to see a single Flame leave Calgary and say that was the problem. I have not seen any. You don't hear
They use it
anywhere
as an
but
excuse,
Toronto.
Kevin. They sit there and they're like, well, it's not because I wasn't very good or I wasn't trying or I didn't put in an effort. It's because the media hurt my feelings.
Yeah, but what a specific excuse for a team.
Because it works every
You
time.
know, like.
You're literally saying that that's the excuse for them that's justified, so it literally works.
Objectives secure. Dig in.
They use it every single time.
I don't know. I don't see personally myself how you could like see the way that media reacts and the fan base, and especially anything hockey revolves around Toronto. When Matt
They
Babcock
get
said
such
that
light
Toronto is Canada's
questions
team,
and comments, and they're such softies about it
I
compared to
have
every other
to,
sport.
I disagree completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Toronto is, I think, the worst park to play in. That's all I could say.
Casuals. Time Splitters 1. I can see that. Anyways. Yeah, no, other sports have it way worse. New York has the most media scrutiny for like basketball and stuff. I can see that. But they won!
The Knicks finally gotten one. That was really neat.
What's his name? Stiller's doing a documentary about it.
Stiller's doing a documentary about the Knicks run?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like four decades or something of time or something. It's gonna be, yeah. I guess he was filming while he was there, like bits of it, in anticipation of them winning. I assume it just wouldn't have been announced if they didn't win, right?
I love when franchise, especially when I'm not invested in it, when franchises that have had long droughts eventually win. You know, like when the Cubs won the World Series, and you got like 80-year-old men in the stands crying because they finally saw the win. Like, yeah, like that brings joy to my heart. That's why I can't get behind the Vegas Golden Knights, because they just haven't put in their time. Every fan base needs to suffer, you know, before you finally win one.
I mean, they were given everything in the setup.
Yeah. So like to be a Pats fan during like prime Tom Brady years, I couldn't imagine that, where like every third year, you know, you're going over to your buddies for a Super Bowl party. Like, it makes you wonder if it gets less special after that.
No,
Cowboys win a Super Bowl? Oh, the party I'll throw, dude.
I mean, hell, the Blackhawks were winning how many years in a row? And it was, you know, people are just loving it.
Yeah, the three there.
Hell, the 2010s, it was basically, what, Blackhawks, LA, and... What was the other team?
Blackhawks, LA, then... What was it?
13 was winning a bunch in there, too.
Pittsburgh won 2.
The
Then I think maybe St. Louis and Washington, if they got it in that time.
Capitals won in 17, I think. I'm talking like ones where it was like the team was winning like, you know, a couple times, a few times. Like it's just like Jesus. Like
Pittsburgh did their back-to-back. Yeah. That's the thing with the NHL, was like there was that point in the 2000s where it was really kind of opened up, where you were getting like different winners and all that. But like, and I used to accuse the NBA all the time of being so like franchise center, where like it's like if you're not a part of these franchises, you're just not going to compete. But like it's completely swapped. We're now in the NBA, you have teams winning for the first time, teams that haven't won in forever, and in the NHL it seems to be just those same franchises competing over and over.
The dynasty team,
which is interesting. Yeah, I don't like dynasties. I know some people do like dynasties. I personally think it's bad for sports. I kind of like that everybody has a chance. I get they happen if you just build a perfect team, but I'm not excited. I was glad that Edmonton and Florida didn't play again. Obvious reasons for the Oilers not making it, but like to have them not make it and then see Vegas make it again, it was like, are you kidding me? Like, okay, bit of a mix-up, I guess.
Something.
Yeah.
The Blues win the cup. I don't really remember that, honestly. I don't think I really watched that run, but
Blues had a wicked run. They were actually last in the league, I think it was like in January, and then they went all the way to win the cup. And that's where I've joked with a lot of my buddies that I talk sports with a lot, that, oh hey, you know, if St. Louis did it, the Flames could do it too.
Oh,
St. Louis was a really wicked example I like to have of like just keep making playoffs and you might win one. Washington's, I think, is another one too. Actually, probably one of my favorite points.
Washington always had like the hardest fucking trials to get to the cup. That's when I knew they were winning the 1 year, was when they were finally able to get past. Was it the Bruins and the Lightning? Because I considered it like filter teams, where it's like Capitals would always do well. They'd do like first, second round, but they'd always get filtered out by like the same. Like it was always the Lightning, or it was always the Bruins. But as soon as I think they beat the Bruins and the Lightning, I was like, okay, this is like the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of knew it at that point. I was like, okay, we beat the teams that have been like issues. But like, you can have a really good team, but have, like I think was it the Was it LA kept getting knocked out by the Oilers like every single, or was it a different team?
Oh yeah, that was like 4 years in a row.
4 years in a row, and you're just like, fuck. It's like that's your filter team, right? Like you're a great team, but if there's one other team that beats you every single time, you don't even get to progress and hit those other spots. Supergirl's so bad it's good. It was just kind of meh. It's pretty meddling. Like it just was kind of like a movie I watched. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but I'd sit there every day and I'd watch your likes on the stream.
Oh, whoa.
Subscribe, it's great. Donation's cool. Be the channel member you want to be. The channel member gifted, the Patreon option, and that Discord for stream alerts. Also that Amazon store affiliate link. All that more in the video description below. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Kevin, you do whatever you're doing. Vancouver choke.
Sounds good.
I don't know if they... Well, yeah, they didn't really... They did kind of choke, yeah. They didn't even play last match. I remember that last game where it just like felt like they weren't putting in an effort anyways.
Well, it's funny because that Vancouver team was spectacular. There was the longest time, and it is kind of funny, especially talking to like fans like in their younger years and all that now, who have only really seen Edmonton successful and all that, but like that dark decade, especially like the early 2010s, Edmonton sucked. Like the Flames sucked too, but there was that one season where we won all 8 division games because you used to play each other that much back then. And then I think it was like 7-1 or 6-1 the next season after that. Like every time we played the Oilers, I knew it was a win for the Flames. But that Vancouver team just decimated the Flames every single time. And I was younger that time too, so when Vancouver made the playoffs, now I will cheer a Canadian team except Edmonton, ha 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 ha. But like when Vancouver made that year or whatever, like it's amazing they didn't win the cup, but I cheered against them. I did not want them to get that one. That was a really good team with the Sedins and Luongo and all the boys. It's actually funny watching Kevin Bieksa on like at least our Sportsnet broadcasts and all that. Not sure if the Americans are, get the same thing. Probably not. Yeah.
Superman, a darker movie. Well, I don't know. They're doing a team-up movie, so I guess you get to see Supergirl again pretty quick, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. Maybe we're in a rebuild time like Marvel had, where it was like, they had to build it up slowly. Adventure 2 for 20 minutes. Sure, Sonic, because sorry, Wolfville there. Yeah, I'll give you 20 minutes of Sonic Adventure 2 there. Alright, Kevin, you play a match or two. I gotta Sonic this up.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sure, yeah, because it's Sonic's. I should have done like a Sonic stream, I guess. It is the 30th anniversary or 35th anniversary Sonic. Play a match without me, Kevin. My dream will go on.
Did you just check you out playing Sonic or something?
I mean, you can, but, you can get a match or two in. Sonic Adventure, yep. Backrooms Escape Together. I didn't think it had as much value as the other one. Like, the production value was better. It was made in Unreal Engine, so it was like... it looked a lot better visually. The procedural generation makes sure that every run you do of it is good. But, like, it was half as long as the other one. Might actually need to turn this down lower for volume because this game's loud as shit. It's a very loud game. There we go. Bam.
File select.
But yeah, I think the other escape room was better than that. Or sorry, Backrooms was better than that one.
Story select.
Broke the bat. I don't know. Did you try any of this Backroom stuff, Kevin?
No, I didn't get to check it out.
Yeah. Well, now you can download it on Game Pass, the first one, and play with your buddies, Kevin.
Was it any fun?
Not really. You just kind of adventure along. Like, it might be neat with your buddies where you're just kind of adventuring along and trying to, like, you know, figure out where exactly you're... Like, each level's kind of a puzzle of, like, how do I move through this level to make it to the next area and stuff.
Yeah.
Is kind of what it is. It's okay, like, it's... I don't know, it depends on if you get into it or not.
Did you know that there are 10 animals hidden in this
There are 10
stage?
animals hidden in the stage? No way. How do I fly up? I have to go down? I don't remember what the goddamn gemstone is. That's camera angles quiz, huh? Yo. The soundtrack's meant to be cranked. It's just this game's really, the ambience of it's really loud, like the crickets and stuff. Like, it's just got like a lot of noise. Oh, allegedly they are doing a Sonic Adventure remake, like 1 and 2 or something, but I haven't heard any update on that in a while. Yeah, anyways, yeah, Sonic's 35 years old. And I discovered the other day, you know, Kevin, how I was kind of mentioning that I was a little surprised that Sega was doing like all these like short video things with me and stuff like that. Their quarterlies came out, or their fiscal period, and I guess they weren't happy with how a couple games performed, so they're kind of going all in on like influencers and stuff, and influencer feedback groups and everything. And,
Welcome to the desert. It's fun.
yeah, I guess that's why they're doing the stuff they're doing. I was like, oh, okay. I was confused, but I was like, oh, that makes sense. Where the hell is this emerald? Oh, I found an emerald. There we go. I was looking for stuff. Band remake. Oh, there we go. Multiplayer on the new game sucks. Yeah, lots of people were complaining about that it was not really going too well for the backrooms thing. But like, I throw your thoughts on this, Kevin. The back rooms thing, where it's like liminal rooms, is blah blah blah. So the last level is you're in like a supermarket and you're stealing food, and it's like a supermarket that's like closing. It looks like a supermarket from the 90s. You know, sometimes there's like old malls or old party rooms. Like everything in that game seems to be taken from like lingering 90s stuff that's like closing or being shut down that they never updated. And I'm like, is this like Gen Z's idea of like malls and stuff kind of dying? And that's what they see is the horror of it, is seeing all these desolate, dying shops and stuff. And that's what they've been dragged through by their parents in their youth or something. So I'm like,
That's actually kind of funny.
like, is that the horror of it? Is they're seeing all these places that like are dead, dying, and they're just kind of stuck going through it? I was really wondering, because like the last level, you're literally stealing. What do I do with this egg? I don't remember, but you're literally like stealing food items to sell, and there's like guys without faces that you can see that are chasing you and hitting you with sticks to try to stop you, as like if you're some kind of like bad youth or something. What am I doing in this? Really over
I
gems,
just
right?
think that is kind of funny though, thinking about it. Like, if you were, I don't know, let's say even like you were 13 or something right now, and you were going through a mall, like you wouldn't remember this place being full for the most part. Like, what, like Chinook Mall is lively, but yeah, like to go through like Sunridge or Marlboro or anywhere else, you know, it would just be this like really sad place with a bunch of older people telling you that like, oh, we used to hang out here. Like,
yeah, it's kind of creepy and stuff, and I'm like, is that their idea of horror though? Is just these dead dying places? If I want to move to a different area, I have to stand on top of the turtle in the center of the map. Oh, okay. I'm playing as Rogue the Bat, and she has like the largest assets. Like, Jesus Christ. I definitely see why I like this character so much back in the day. Oh, I see, the turtle takes me. Okay, thank you. Yeah, new COD season this week with Nicolas Cage. Yeah. We'll see if I get Star Fox or not. What I'm doing this week. I just like basically today and yesterday and tomorrow are kind of just like off days where there's not anything new happening. What do I dig? How was I digging this? drill drive. Oh, I gotta jump and press B. Is that what it is? No. I thought you could dig anywhere. There's that Knuckles that does that. Yeah, actually, like, so this game turned 25. Like, did you ever play Sonic Adventure, Kevin?
No, I didn't.
Okay, they were pretty big deals in, like, the 2000s, like, early 2000s. But this game earned, you know, 25. And I texted my sister, because I used to play with my sister, we used to do, like, the battle mode and stuff, and she's like, fuck, we're old. And I was like, yeah. It's such a chuckle out of that.
Only one more left.
25 years. Like, when you play something when you're young, and then it's, like, 25 years old, you're like, oh my god. Where did the time go? Sounds like it's like less over here. Rogues back. That's funny. Kevin down for campaign evolved streams? I don't even think I really have to ask Kevin about campaign evolved streams. I'm assuming that's just something we'll do, right? Like
What? Campaign Vault streams?
for Halo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, obviously, yes.
That's what I was saying. I was like, right? I don't even think we need to really.
Yeah.
No. That was just the like my idea for it is to do a normal run and then do a legendary run the next day.
That'd be awesome.
I thought that would make sense. You know, normal just to kind of gun it and, you know,
Yeah.
get used to it, and then veteran. It's like it'll be super easy to do veteran because it's 4-player co-op. You can sprint and just blitz the hell out of it.
That's where I'd love to do Halo 2 faster, because we got right. I think
Your gym was
Halo,
right there?
all the other Halo games.
I was literally looking at it in the place where I tried to dig to the ground. I am honestly, I think maybe I'm like tired today or something like that, but I'm mixing things up and stuff all day today. It's like I'm not 100% sharp today. Yeah. Anyways. Mitchell's too busy. Probably. He's got his wedding and everything. Actually, Mitchell's mother there dropped a little house welcoming thing, I guess, for me this last week. She gave me like a little... It's like a kind of a statue. It's 3 pieces of wood, and it's got a... what's the thing where it's solar-powered light at the top? And like a duck on it. So it's like a nautical-themed little statue that like lights up my porch. So it's actually quite nice. And it's homemade. Well, not by her, but homemade. Anyways, it's nautical-themed to match the, you know, the vibe here. So anyways, that was cool. Damn, Dr. Diggle. I feel like maybe I should do a Sonic level, considering this is Sonic's 30. I kind of picked the dark side. I was kind of hoping Shadow would pop up at the next level. Yeah. Just, yeah, but Mitchell legitimately probably is too busy. Oh, I got an RSVP and everything for that. Apparently there's dress codes and stuff or something. I was like, okay, it's interesting. See how that one goes. Ow! What the f— oh, let's see that coming. Sonic Adventure 2. Man, this game's like... Very nostalgic, man. It takes you back to that simpler time. Back when Sonic games were boost. Although Sonic Frontier was okay. That's how low the standards are, Kevin. Is Sonic Frontiers was like okay, and it's like this is the best thing we've had in like decades.
Yeah.
Decades. Sonic Robo Blast 2? I don't think so. If I had done a Sonic stream instead of COD, what would I have done? I don't know, maybe probably just a bunch of Sonic games. I probably would have just downloaded a bunch of the Sonic stuff. I own, I think, all of them on 360, or like a couple of them about it was like vomiting using that shit. I think I own them all in the 360 versions. Probably just would have done like Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and stuff. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sega to send me Crossroads. It's way too late for Crossroads. I did actually ask them. Oh god damn it! I found this. What the? On Pro or at Xbox? Well, I mean, I try to cover every game I can on PlayStation first. Yeah. If you see me covering something on Xbox, it's because I've either covered it on PlayStation already and I'm double dipping, or I wasn't able to get it on PlayStation. Yeah, like the Xbox is just, it's a secondary console. That's all it is. Yeah. I try to be very clear about that. That's what that console is at this point. Am I backtracking? No. Or am I? No, this is a different area. This game's loud. What is Star Siege? I guess I didn't really think about Sonic today. Well, we kind of had this plan because we were talking about doing this yesterday, and then I did that Bell Right game. It was actually kind of fun. Why does Eggman sound like that? He's like, yo. It doesn't sound like how Eggman would sound. Yep. Alright, let's go. Does Xbox hate me? Well, Xbox isn't something I can feel, so I don't think it hates me.
But if it could feel, do you think the tension would be there in the relationship?
I think there'd be some real sexual tension is what there would be.
Ooh.
Yeah, really charged sexual tension.
There's gotta be fan fiction of that out there somewhere, right?
Well, of course, obviously. Yeah. Am I still doing Diablo? Not. I only do Diablo when there's like a new, you know, like a new thing out for it. If that makes sense, you know, like an expansion or something. My main is a Necro though. Sophie the Necromancer. Yep. Well, the funny thing is like when you do like when you get to review the thingy before it comes out, the expansions, they make you make like a new character because it's like on a different test account thing or whatever. So it's like I always have to make a new one and I go back to my main and stream for that. Yeah, that's how she goes usually. Sonic 2 as a kid. The older Sonic games were really hard. Like genuinely, some of them are quite difficult. Anyways, I think I got Sonic queued up, so we'll go do a Sonic level because obviously you want to see Sonic for his 35th, not just Eggman and stuff. Although I think Shadow's coming up here. They'll take turns. I have a word. Oh, look at the Chow Garden. Guys, Eggman's going to the Chow Garden. Did you ever hear about that? The little blue things you take care of and stuff.
Sorry?
They're like it's like this game has a whole mini game in it where you like take care of these little blue creatures. It's kind of like a full animal husbandry game inside of a Sonic game.
Kind of interesting.
So right now it's pretty legendary. Like right now I'm like in this tropical paradise and I'm just like taking care of these little blue creatures. And you like pet them and stuff like that. We have two of them in here, I thought, but I don't know. Yeah, that's like a whole thing. Sexual what-a-what-as with Xbox? Oh, of course, that's exactly what it is.
In the space colony Ark.
What is it, Eggman?
I've got to find out just what's going on up there.
Yes, you do, Mr. Eggman. Oh, wow. Big plot is going to be revealed here, I think. This game barely has a coherent plot. I'm just going to skip that, nobody cares. It's shadowy, so edgy, Kevin.
How pathetic.
Awesome.
It's like, how pathetic. These humans.
Find them before they escape.
Maria! They killed Maria, Kevin. What? And that's why Sonic or why Shadow's so edgy.
I beg of you, please do it for me. For all the people on that planet.
Sayonara Shadow the Hedgehog.
I still remember what I promised you. For the people of this planet.
This game actually has a gripping story, and they beautifully, like when they did, what was it? When they did the Sonic 3 movie, was it Sonic 3 or was it Sonic 2? Anyways, I should probably show you guys Sonic, considering it's Sonic's 35th. But anyways, when they adapted the movie Sonic Adventure 2 in theaters, it was like,
Story select.
it was 100% done. Like, oh god, we need to do an actual Sonic level. 1 second. I'll just go to the stage select. But they actually beautifully adapted the game perfectly, and I was shocked. There's even a kart racer in this too, eh?
Stage select.
Oh,
Yeah, this game
it sounds like there's quite a bit to this game.
Yeah, I mean, they don't call it like the best Sonic game ever for, you know, no reason, right? I could still do a Sonic stream? Oh, could I? Yeah, I could. I mean, I did a 25th anniversary video for this game, and it was like, no one watched that. I was like, Crazy Taxi was popular today, though. I was looking through my library of games, you know, because I was like, I really need something spicy to do a video of for today. I was like, you know, what am I gonna do? And then I was like, oh my god, I own Crazy Taxi from 360 era, and I've never done a video on it. Yeah, I was kind of shocked. I was like, I didn't even know they had Crazy Taxi on Xbox, so I definitely didn't know. And then I owned it. And yeah, after like 6 years of covering the Series X, it's like, there's fucking nothing left. I've done everything. Woo! Yeah. Conker's bad for a day. I actually really love Conker, but yeah, I don't think people know what Conker is anymore. Sonic Generations is great. It's really good. I can't believe you never played that. Maybe like Sonic Generations X Shadow now too, and adds more stuff. Yeah, I'm excited for new Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi. It's the perfect concept because essentially it's like, you know, you get the fun of driving, you get the fun of being a maniac. But like, it's so simple. You go, you pick someone up, you drop them off, and it's like the challenges in between. And it's very cool. And the crazier thing too is I can actually have the music on in this Sonic game because I know it's okay. You just get railed by copyright. Jurassic. I've done the Jurassic World Evolution. I've done videos of it. City Escape. It's so good this level. Oh. It's actually some Sonic fans. That's kind of funny. Actually, if you think about it, Kevin, in the modern era, kids probably know Sonic more for the movies than
the movie than the game.
than the games, right?
No way, that's not the case. Yeah.
Yeah. Ow.
Do you think that's actually probably the case with Mario as well?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't think those movies have been around long enough for that to be the case. But the Sonic movies have been around, I think, like, what, coming up on a decade or several years at least now. Well, they get one out every 3 years, I think, so it's like, yeah, so several years or whatever, so it's like, we're probably, you know, Mario movie, the second one just came out, so I don't think it's been long enough for there to be that built-in nostalgia, but I could see that Mario movie being like that in probably another 5 years. But Mario's also got a bit more relevancy because, you know, Nintendo is essentially Mario, right? So it's not like Sonic where he doesn't really exist outside of his, you know, the games, you know, and just, yeah. An open world game. Okay, well there's two things. So Crazy Taxi, they're doing a remake and they're doing a new Crazy Taxi. The other one's gonna be like a live service, open world, MMO thing. Well, I mean the first Crazy Taxi is open world. You know, like I was just playing it, like it's an open world game, yeah. Ugly Sonic. I don't think anyone could forget Ugly Sonic. Ugly Sonic changed our lives. The Sonic movies. They're like kinda middling, but I love them. Except for the last Sonic movie, that was high art. My sister and I were blown the fuck away when they faithfully actually did Sonic. Sonic Adventure 2 as the plot. I was like, Dun, 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 dun. Alright, back to Vanguard. No, seriously, I was in there, I was like, wow, that's so good. And Jim Carrey's a fucking treasure in those movies, too. Treasure.
Huh. No problem.
Master, you mean the Green Knight from Fortnite, Master
Stage
Chief?
select.
Okay, we're back to Vanguard. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Did I tell you the plot of that What Have You Done Father game, Kevin?
No. What's that one about?
I could have sworn maybe I brought it up to you, maybe not. Okay, so you're a priest. Okay?
Okay.
You have a deep V cut, and you got your cross there. And there's a woman.
Alright.
Yeah, just keep going with it. And there's this woman,
Yeah.
and she like calls you, and she's like, I need to talk about something important. So you go around, you look for strawberry tea in your house. And there's a couple young men that are like hanging out with you. And then you go into all these different drawers, and there's these fashion magazines of all these young men. They all have different like statuses and stuff. And then she comes over and she's like, Father, I'm in love with you. And you're like, oh, it would never work. And then, she's like, before I leave, can you give me some wine? And the priest is like, well, of course, I have to be a host and give you wine as you're leaving, which makes no sense. And then, of course, she's a redhead and everything like that. So the priest fucks her, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
The game's got like a full-on sex scene and everything. I'm not even kidding. And, yeah, and then he wakes up in the night, and the one young guy that lives with him is staring over him and then walks away, and then you go talk to him, he's like, we all have our lusts and stuff. And then the priest is just like, yeah, okay, buddy, okay, because, he's always was nosy. So he comes back, he goes to bed, he wakes up, you know what happened to the lady? She's dead. She's dead. She's bloody, there's blood everywhere. You don't know what happened. You're like, oh, what happened? And then you have to find a way to hide her. You hide her in a drawer, and then you're driving your car down the road to bury her in a cemetery, because obviously you gotta hide the body. You're a priest, right?
Yeah.
And you hear, and the car breaks down, and you hear screaming like, ah! It's like she's still alive in the chest. So you frantically try to find a shovel, and then you know what happens when you open the chest, Kevin?
What?
She's gone. There's no body.
So
and then
all right.
it's
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. And then you look over to the left on the other side of the bridge, and at the bottom, in a boat, is a baby screaming.
This is really all over the place. Go, yeah, all right.
And that's I finished half the game, and that's as far as I went. I think you make the Antichrist with the woman.
That's wow. Huh.
That's half the game, and it's called. I did a video of it on the channel, guys, but I really it's in my queue for when I can find another, because I think it's like 2 hours long. If I can find another hour or something like that, I want to finish the rest of it, because I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It's just like twist after twist after twist.
That would be pretty wild. I wouldn't expect that, if like you actually went and made the Antichrist in it.
Well, it's weird, right? Because it's about like giving in to like temptation and lust and stuff. But it's like she comes over. I love you, Father. You're like, I can't. But you've got this deep V-neck, and you're like, fuck it. Sleep with her, and then it's like, yeah, and then she's dead, and you're like, what the hell? Yeah, it's a ride. Spoilers.
This is a cute map.
I love this map. It's like, it was part of the King Kong tie-in. It's supposed to be like them making the King Kong movie, because it was like, it was a tie-in with the King Kong character. I don't even think it's spoilers for the game, guys, because I only played half of it. Imagine what happens in the second half of the game.
Yeah. Completely different ending than what you were expecting.
People say the twists get worse and worse and crazier, and I'm like, what more could happen? No, seriously, like what more? Anyways, it's kind of funny. They call it, they say it's the equivalent, or at least the developer was like, it's basically like a graphic novel, but it's an interactive version of it.
Interesting.
You're not really doing much. It's kind of like, finding stuff, picking things up, interacting with stuff, watching the narrative of what's happening, and it's batshit crazy, dude. But I'm like, what's this guy doing hanging around? You know, he's got all these magazines of young men, and he's like,
Yeah.
he's got all these young men living with him, and he's got this extremely intense V cut, and it's like, Jesus, dude. Yeah. You live for God. Play Shenmue. I don't think anyone would watch me play Shenmue. I got a level with you there.
Is that the whale one again?
Shenmue! No, that's Shamu.
Oh, Shamu. What's Shenmue then?
Shenmue is the precursor to the Yakuza, where it's Shenmue! You never heard of Shenmue? It's kind of like a legendary Dreamcast game. So it's basically, the story is, you are a man, and your father gets killed, and you are on a quest to get revenge. They were like some of the most expensive games to ever make back in the day. You know, they were part of the whole Dreamcast dying. They're kind of classics games. So there's 3 of them. There was 2 that came out, you know, back on the Dreamcast and stuff like that. And they're very technical. Like, they're like one of the first games that was like a 3D open world where you can go and you can like, crap, I think my game crashed. That sucks. I'll try to rejoin. You can go into a lot of different shops.
How old is this one, by the way?
The what?
How old is this game?
The Dreamcast, like 2000s, like 90, late 90, 2000,
okay,
yeah, right around that time. But you know, it's incredible, like facial animation, the technology's amazing, the performances are great, blah blah blah. But like that's what it is, and it's also some of the most mundane gameplay you'll ever see in your life. Like the second one in particular, you get a job where you have to like literally pick up a box, slowly move a box, drop a box down, you gotta make money. So they're pretty legendary games, but they're pretty boring to watch. And then, you know, it's a miracle, like 20 years later, or like 17, 15 years later, PlayStation's like, we're funding, like it was a crowd campaign thing, but they were like, we're funding part of Shenmue 3. And there was like, you know, that was part of like when PlayStation was having that kick-ass E3 where they're like, we're remaking Final Fantasy, and you know, there was like 40-year-old dudes fucking crying, and it was like, oh my god. I think you probably remember that. And it was like, so he got to do Shenmue, the director, like the original guy, that's his vision of it. So what he did is he made this game that runs like shit, looks like shit, plays like shit, wastes your time. You have to grind for like several hours to get rice in a wine, and then the lady drops it or whatever, or throws it away, and it's like, haha, nothing happens, and the story just ends without any sort of resolution. The guy's like, I imagine this is 5 parts, it'll be 5 parts or something like that, or it'll never happen. I was just sitting there being like, you dick. And yeah, no, it sucked.
So what, you think he was trolling everyone, or what?
You know, the guy, that was his vision. He's like, I have this vision of how these games would play out. I want to do 5 games, that's the story, and that's what he stuck to.
Huh.
But it played like a game that had come out like 20 years earlier, and it was like, the guy didn't evolve with the times or anything. It was terrible. They're remastering it, and it's coming out to all platforms. It was a PlayStation exclusive.
It?
Yeah.
Does it have the market for that?
Well, we'll see when they remaster it, but they're gonna fix things. They're gonna make the grinding less bad. They're gonna, you know, because it was exclusive to PlayStation, so they're gonna port it to like Xbox and I think Switch as well, and whatever. But maybe it'll be more playable and bearable now that, you know, it's not gonna suck as much. But we'll see. And I think they're try to use this to fund a 4th one, but I'm just like, if you get the chance to finish your property after 20 goddamn years, through sheer will of the community funding your game, you fucking finish it. You know, you wrap up the story. What a guy. Yeah. Shamu. Sega GTA before GTA. Well, you're not really jacking stuff in that. I guess kinda. Yeah.
But that's literally the point of the thing, is that some point you make rice and some gal's like, hey,
no, you grind money doing mundane tasks that make you want to kill yourself to buy rice wine for a woman that is, I think it's a woman that's going to teach you a martial arts skill, and she just pours it out or something like that. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. What happened to Shenmue 4? Well, Shenmue 3 sold horribly. It was critically panned. Everybody that played it hated it. Because it's terrible. It's insulting to its consumer. I was actually wanting to do a video on Shenmue 3, but since they're remastering it, I'm just gonna wait. Like again, I do think you can kind of fix the game by getting rid of the grinds, which is what they've said. Like the remaster, they're like, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna tone down the grind for stuff you have to do. We're gonna make it more playable. We're gonna fix the bugs. I'm like, okay, you know, maybe. Like I'm gonna give it a shot when it comes out because I'm gonna see if they can actually salvage it. But like, yeah, you didn't get a Shenmue 4 because nobody bought Shenmue 3 and everyone hated Shenmue 3, and they basically, that guy killed the franchise just being an ass. I really had problems with that game. Can't wait for the Shenmue 3 remasters. Like, I sat there and I was like, what the hell are we doing? Like it's like you sit there, Kevin. Like one of the jobs, I think, is you just cut wood.
That's it, eh?
You saw wood back and forth. It's like a mini game, and it's slow, and you have to do it for like I think it was literally like 7. I think it's like 7 hours at a time, like real life time, to sit there and grind out enough money to buy this wine thing. It was stupid. Yeah, Shenmue 3 sucked, dude.
I didn't really get a kick. That makes me think of always when I did Mafia 2 for the first time, and there's that starting part where you get the job, and dude's like, oh, this is sucker work, and I want to leave, and I thought, like, no, I'm going to do this job all the way through, and I kept delivering the boxes back and forth, and eventually it forces a cutscene. And you're kind of being like, work is for suckers, yeah.
We were actually doing the task. Maybe Shenmue's for you. Like seriously though, like they actually got the opportunity to do it, and it's like nothing like narratively. If you don't play, like if they were to do a Shenmue 4 and you skip Shenmue 3, narratively you will miss nothing because nothing happens in that game.
Nothing.
The plot does not progress. You're in the same area thing, just doing this. Like nothing happens. Agonizing. Pretty impressive. Like Shenmue 1 and 2, I like they are impressive games. They're for their time. They are technically like I still, you know, like I've done videos talking about Shenmue 1 and 2 on like Series X when they re-released them there, and I think those games still hold up as really genuinely impressive games for their time. Like super incredible what they were doing with them. I mean, they didn't help Sega and kind of made the Dreamcast situation worse, but like they were, you know. I really applaud the technology and stuff they were doing with them, but like, yeah, Shenmue 3, it's a guy that was stuck back in the 2000s, and he just didn't keep up with the times, didn't innovate, didn't learn anything from other creators over 20 years, and it was just like, I'm just making the same game. Yeah. Anyways, that's Shenmue there.
I almost feel like I have to play it just to say I was a part of the Shenmue experience.
Shenmue! Well, 1 and 2 go on sale all the time, and the third one's getting remastered soon.
So is it just the name is awesome when you say Shenmue, or is there at some point in the game somebody drops a Shenmue?
I think we just make fun of it, but...
Yeah, okay, yeah. That would be so funny, dude, like running around like Shenmue!
Fuck. It's just, man, what a thing that is. It's also really awkward too because it's like Sega has publishing rights for Shenmue 1 and 2. And then I think it was like almost like an indie or something. I can't remember who was doing the publishing for it, but now like a group bought the publishing rights to Shenmue 3. That's why it's getting remastered. I think Inin or something like that bought the rights. I think that's going to become more common as like, you know, these games that kind of are like, oh, not well received or something. It's cheaper to buy them and fix them up and resell them just to make a new project.
Yeah.
You heard shampoo. Well, there's Shamu, and then there's Shenmue. Won't love this Shenmue definition. Well, I think again, I think 1 and 2 are legendary, but like, yeah, you want to rewatch? You played them. If you got money, I can stream whatever, but you know, I'm not gonna do it out of the goodwill of my heart. Play some old ass game for no reason. I'm doing that. I'm doing something I don't want to do. The arcade. Oh, they have an arcade. Yeah, whatever. Shenmue 3 was this game. No, it was exactly what that guy wanted to make. It was just like, what the hell, dude? I'll never forget E3 where you got all those fucking guys that are like serious PlayStation fanboys just fucking crying. Like Final Fantasy VII and Shenmue. I mean, like, I guess it would be pretty legendary. It would be like if, Halo stopped for 20 years. And they're like, Halo 4. It'd be like, what? And if they were remaking, like, I don't know, some other beloved game or something from our youth, it was like... Because, like, Knights of the Old Republic was getting remade and announced at the same event of the other one on top of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, literally, yeah, they were crying about it. I was like, oh wow, okay. And move. My god, dude. Teenage martial artist as he travels through the 80s in pursuit of his father's killer.
It just sounds like a cheesy movie.
That's a really good, like, as a movie, it would actually be really good. Like, honestly. Like, the story is incredible in Shenmue. It really is, like, a genuinely great game. Oh, you can get Shenmue 1 and 2 on PlayStation for $5 right now. Well, that's pretty good.
Shenmue collection?
Yeah, it was 1 and 2. That's like $2.50 a game. That's not bad. How do you time me out? With money, it's a capitalist stream is what it is. What's good? Not Shamu, Shamu was pretty decent. Not Shenmue and not Supergirl.
How much would it cost for someone to time you out for like 5 minutes?
I don't know.
That's kind of funny because, like, the whole timeout thing is hilarious, but like to time out the stream,
It'd have to be a premium, is what it would be. A top E3 reveal for me. It was pretty cool when I was there when they announced backward compatibility for Xbox. That was like to sit there in the crowd and read it before Phil Spencer said it was actually like pretty. Like I was pre-cheering because I saw that it was like, oh my god, they're doing it.
That's awesome.
Especially since I had just sold my 360 games a couple months prior. I was like, yeah, fuck off, man. Thanks.
Is that where they announced the new, what was it, Alan Awake? Or whatever?
That was the Game Wars.
That was the game? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was fucking great for me. I was pretty...
I remember you were hyped for that one, yeah.
What would a timeout for me look like? I don't know. I maybe just hide the webcam and disappear for a bit. Oh, I forgot to change the audio back up. There we go.
Just sit there and hang your head in shame for like 5 minutes.
Oh crap, what did I do? I accidentally muted you. Redo unmute.
Oh.
Why is that the wrong volume? 1 sec here. 18.1, there we go. So you're talking, you're good. Okay, we got it.
You'll never hide the truth, Sky Captain.
I can kill everyone. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, that was a big one. E3. I'm trying to think of like older ones. There's a couple really good ones, like not ones that I've witnessed, but like ones like I used to rewatch the Xbox showcases every year for fun. ahead of like E3, and there's some really genuinely like it would be fun to sit there, I don't know, with Kevin or something like that and rewatch some of these old E3 events and stuff. It's like some of the 2000s E3 events are pretty sick. Like when you get to see the first reveals of certain things like Halo, or them doing HD, or when they got like EA to do like sports games on Xbox and stuff. And there's some actually pretty sick stuff.
Like they tried to make it more exciting back in the day. Now it seems more formal.
Huh.
Getting that vibe right.
Here's the thing. It used to be more, what would you call it? More business shareholder like. Like they used to actually use math and tell you, I compare it to kind of being like a concert in modern eras. Like it's like a concert where you're seeing all this stuff get announced. But like they used to be like they'd if you watch like the early 2000s ones, you'd have like Peter Moore and stuff will come out and they'll be like, gaming is gonna reach 1 billion people and blah blah blah. We have this amount of the market share. When we release this, we went blah blah blah. Like it was a lot more like businessy and technical, and now it's just like a concert, like an entertainment concert.
That's interesting.
They're very, like, if you watch them all, like, the only ones worth rewatching are E3 2000, like 4 to 11, and I think anything after that is just boring nonsense from Xbox. But like 2004
That's
to
funny.
11 is really good stuff. It's like there's the one where you know, Don Matrick announces like a Call of Duty DLC will be first on Xbox 1 month early, and the crowd just goes fucking nuts, dude. Same with the Halo stuff. Oh man, the crowds, whenever there's a Halo announcement, it's just like it's amped excitement. People love their Halo, dude. Yeah, the back compat was the big one for me. Halo 2 reveal with the crowd and they show up the dual wield, or when they jack the ghost, people were so hyped. Mortal Kombat 9, that's a fun one. I forgot to tell you guys to like the stream and subscribe and be a channel member like 5 minutes ago. You guys should do that all, yeah. A really good one too is I liked rewatching the crowd reveal for Halo Infinite. That one's really fun. Just like when people
All the hope.
all the hope, but like when people clue in it's Halo, because the first reveal for it starts with like, you know, rhinos going across a field and it's like a forest, and you don't really know it's Halo until you see the Marines coming out and you're like, oh my god. And then it's like, bah, and then, you know, they show Master Chief's helmet and he puts it on, he goes in the Warthog and drives it like, bah, but, you know, it's playing the Halo 3 music. And yeah, that one, the crowd reactions are really good, because like I was in that crowd. Like I knew,
awesome.
like I saw the guy when he was filming that video, like I knew where he was in the crowd, and like, yeah, it was interesting. Yeah. Another good one too is the Halo 3 crowd reveal. That one, the crowd really goes nuts, because it's like, it's sort of deserty and quiet, and then Cortana like starts saying stuff and Master Chief pops up and everyone's like, whoa. Yeah. It's a good little bit.
This match is dead.
Is it? Oh! You know what, Kevin? We never,
What?
we didn't regroup.
Oh my god, I'm in a different lobby. Okay, well, there it
I'll
is.
back out because we're getting slaughtered. I'll back out and pick you up.
Like, I was doing good, but I'm sitting here thinking like, oh wow, we're only shooting 2 guys here. Like,
Yeah, I was in a completely, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we were in completely different
That's funny.
lobbies. Okay, I want you to do something too, because I'm kind of curious about this. We were talking about this earlier. So Xbox has added a logo that signifies your gamer score. So if you could press your guide button and go to your profile page and click on it, and you know it'll pop up and it'll say your name and it'll say your game you're playing, and there'll be logos. The G, does that mean anything to you?
not even a little bit, but it's like an emerald color.
Yeah, but like, do you have any idea what that signifies or what that means or what that is?
Not even a little bit. Actually, the 14 on the side either, I have no clue.
14's your Xbox Live member years.
Oh, see, I would have never known this.
Yeah, so they've got really bad UI or like iconography, but like that G, what does that mean?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, gamer score now that you've said it out loud.
But like,
Like,
it's supposed to signify how much gamer score you have, but like that specific symbol does not give you any indicator as to like
yeah,
how
it
much
was
you actually have.
GS or something. But even then, you'd be like, GS, like.
Yeah, there's like a tier or something that shows all the different like logo images, and it's based on how much you have, but it's like it doesn't mean anything. Sell off Xbox. They're talking about spinning it off and stuff, but they're still talking about keeping it as a company, just as a standalone company controlled by Xbox. It's all a mess, is what it is. It's all a mess. Yep. Be a clusterfuck. That's life, guys. Alright, we can find a match here. We were finding matches quick. Playable Master Chief in the desert with the poncho? Right? God, that was stupid. You remember that Halo 5 trailer there, Kevin, where Master Chief's wearing the big poncho and it like brushes off? It's like, why is he wearing a poncho?
I don't remember that, but I remember the Brute. The low-rendered Brute.
Oh,
that was like being
Craig.
shared everywhere. Yeah, that was wicked.
Yeah, he's a classic. I kind of like I defended that trailer initially because I thought so when you go to E3, a lot of what you see is really rough, and it's you have to kind of like have the idea of what this could be because they're developing it and they're gonna like it's gonna make it look better for launch. I thought that was an in progress version of it, like from a dated like usually because usually the E3 builds are from like months before actually E3, so it'd be like if you're at E3 in June, those would be builds from like January. But like, yeah, no, that's actually how the game looked, and I was like, Jesus Christ, is there no quality control at all at Microsoft? Like, I can't believe they put that in their showcase. Did Phil Spencer not sit there and be like, what the fuck? The achievement badge. 1 million will give you a different G badge. Yeah, I know that. Like, having more gamer score will give you a different G thing. But this G, there's nothing here that signifies that this is worth any amount of gamer score. Like, is it because I have 500,000? Is it because I have 200,000? Is it because I have 750,000? It doesn't tell you anything. It's just a green fucking symbol that's got stars on it. It's like, does each star mean I have 100,000 gamers? Like, there's no... You can't tell what that fucking means at all. Like, you look at 19, and it's like, I guess Kevin struggled with it a bit, but you could be like, okay, 19 years, 19 something, right? Like, it has meaning. But the G, it's just a fucking G. There's no...
I even think the number, though, is really poorly done. Like,
I think that's fair, too. Like, I think you wouldn't, unless I told you, you wouldn't really know what that was. But, like...
I'd probably just look at it and not even look. Like, yeah.
But as a 19, you could be like, it means 19...
Something, yeah.
Something, right? But, like, the G is just, like, it's just the G shape. Like, if you got more gamer score, let's say you went from 100,000 to 250,000, and say that gives you a different G shape, I don't even think you'd really notice because, it's the same shape.
Yeah.
It looked cool because of the poncho. I mean, it was neat, but I was just like, why is Master Chief in his armor wearing a poncho? It was just for suspense. Driver? I did a video on Driver. Shredder DLC. I don't think I had Shredder. Nintendo E3. Yeah, Nintendo E3 events were quite fun with Reggie and Iwata and stuff like that. I really like the PlayStation E3 events. Like for the PS3, like PlayStation was like straight up doing false advertising. is what they were doing. Like holy crap! If you saw the trailer for Killzone and stuff like that, like they were literally showing you games that like physically were not possible to exist as far as visuals and stuff like that. Like it was straight up lies is what it was. Like yeah. And they're like, oh, this is gonna be on a PS3. It's like, yeah, fuck no, it wasn't. Like not even close. And yeah, it's pretty legendary actually, the Killzone trailer thing, because it was like, whoa, I can't believe they're doing this with like the PS3. It's beyond anything Xbox is doing. And then like, yeah, the gameplay looked nothing like that. Nothing at all. I was also gonna say, Ubisoft E3s were fun. They were incredibly cringy, but they were fun E3s. Yeah. They had, was Aisha Taylor to them? Yeah, that's who that was, right? From the new version of Whose Line? Anyways, yeah. Similar, but you can notice. But if you're like a casual gamer, is what I'm saying, and you look and you're like, oh, I've got a green G, and then you look later, you're like, it's still a green G, but I guess the shape changed, you wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even, like, it doesn't mean anything. Also, why do you need a symbol like that when it shows you the number of gamer score you have anyways? It's stupid.
So what's the different colors or what? No, I have to assume I'm pretty high up there.
It doesn't give you any different colors. It's just the shape of the green changes. Like it'll have like an extra curve or something, or it's just like it's just.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were going off of like a copper, bronze, silver.
No, it's all green.
No, the classic esports ranking and shooting.
Killzone was amazing, but looked nothing like it showed. But that's what I'm saying, is it was just like a straight up lie. Same with what that one Madden trailer for the 360 commercial. or
Yeah.
360 E3 there. That was straight up like lie too. Like that was. It took years before Mad Games started to look that good. I can't believe some of the stuff they used to get away with at those events. Like, it would genuinely shock you. That's why I think it would be fun to sit there and do a watch along on it, Kevin, because you'd sit there and you'd be like, wow, this is nothing like what the game actually became. I did one little video a few years back during COVID when I was bored, but I had like a bunch of original Xbox magazines that I ended up getting or whatever. And it was really fun to sit there and kind of just go through the magazines a little bit, page by page, and be like, oh, I know what that became. Because it'll be like, this rumored project is like a blah, blah, blah of this. And I was like, oh, that became Sonic the Hedgehog. Or that became this game. And it was like...
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. Or it was fun to try to guess what they were talking about in the past tense, but, you know, for their future guesses or whatever. And I was like, oh. Watch Dogs was a bad one. So was Rainbow Six Siege. Oh my god, like, if you guys don't remember the Rainbow Six Siege
Yeah, the initial
one.
trailer for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked nothing like that when the full thing released.
Wasn't
I mean,
that the whole
today
thing where
it
we were like, oh no, that was supposed to be like a different game project, you know?
Yeah, okay. It was like, that was... Yeah, Ubisoft did a lot of that where it was like blatant misadvertising on that one. The Killzone gameplay trailers pre-rendered. No, they weren't even pre-rendered gameplay. They were just CGI. Like, nothing of that had to do with, like, didn't use any game assets. They didn't use any, you know, nothing from the game. It was just, I think they called them, like, Envision trailers. Like, it's supposed to be more of a, what you imagine the game will look like or something like that. Kind of like a pitch trailer, but, like, yeah, it looked nothing like
Well,
it.
I liked when you'd start getting not actual gameplay.
Oh yeah,
the
this is
trailer,
not.
yeah.
Actually, they didn't even do that back in the day. It was like, this is what the game looks like. Usually, like, it is worth looking up, guys, if you are curious. It takes like 2 seconds. Go look up the either the Killzone PlayStation E3 trailer. It should pop up as a legendary thing, or oh, here's another all-time E3 moment for you that like I didn't witness, but the one where PlayStation killed Sega. That moment was pretty big too. Like there was all this behind the scenes stuff, blah blah blah. But then, so they had announced the Saturn, and I think it was like 349 or 449 or something. And then the PlayStation guy got out on stage. They're like, "Welcome, our blah blah blah." He comes out, he takes the microphone, he's like, "You say 199 or 399?" And then he dropped the microphone and then left.
Oh, really?
Everyone cheered, and it killed Sega Saturn before it even came out.
That's funny.
This one, I think it was.
Quickly, do you think you get fired for something like that?
Why? Like it killed, like it literally killed, killed their competitor. Was it 199 or was it 3? I can't remember what the thing was. It just.
Oh, it was them saying, "Oh, I thought it." Dude, okay, that's funny.
Yeah, it was because the Saturn had announced their price. Okay, here you go. Yeah, so E3 1995, the first ever E3. Sega announced the Saturn for $399 in the morning, and then Sony came out afterwards, walked to the podium, said $299, and walked off. And everybody, like the crowd, like it's crazy if you watch the clip because the crowd just like cheers and they go crazy about it, and it's like that actually was the moment that like killed Sega's console, basically. Yeah. The Saturn was fucked from that moment. I'm hyped for Nicolas Cage in Black Ops 7, but you know. Motorstorm. I don't think anybody talks about the Motorstorm one as much as they talk about that Killzone trailer. But yeah, that's an all-time E3 moment. Yeah. The Saturn came out. Well, it was immediately dead because of the price differential. Like that was, it's kind of like where everybody says the Xbox One died the day that they did the TV thing. It's like that was like the killing point. Though that was yeah. It was almost as savage as when PlayStation did the sharing your game thing. Do you remember that little ad there, Kevin?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a jugular cut to Xbox. Was the how do you share your games, and just hands it to him, and then the trailer just ends. Like that looks so bad for Xbox. So bad. The funniest thing is these companies, they pay like millions of dollars to do like PR and, you know, user awareness and stuff, and then they just make colossal fuck ups still. It's kind of funny. Dreamcast ahead of its time? Well, you know, it had like CDs and had internet connection and stuff like that. It's technically the first internet connection console. So kind of ahead of its time, but like not necessarily. Like it was right at its time. Because, you know, then Xbox followed it and PlayStation followed it and had, you know, connected consoles to the internet and stuff. It all evolves off of one another and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream, subscribe. It's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member, the giftings, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. And there's that Amazon store affiliate link. Yo. Half-Life at E3, Halo 2. Yeah, we talked about Halo 2 and stuff. There's lots of cool moments. It was just like ones that you really, really think about as being like defining gaming moments. And yeah. Back compat was big, and then, like, you know, there's moments I had at E3 that are really cool, and the PlayStation ones. Like, if you were a really long-term PlayStation fan since the beginning, and, you know, you were at the, you know, where you saw the E3 where they had, it was like God of War, and, like, they were just knocking the hits off, right? It was like Uncharted, and then they were like, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Shenmue 3, you know, like, guys were, like I said, guys were, like, literally crying about it. Like, literal tears, like, professional, I mean, I don't know how professional game media are, but, you know, they're tearing up over it. It was like, yeah, it was crazy for them. That would be a big moment, right? How did you ever get that passionate, Kevin?
I haven't found anything to capture my passion like that.
Yeah, it's time for you to get into Shenmue, I guess.
Yeah. It's the experience I've been missing in gaming.
Yeah. The controller. Well, there was a lot of issues that killed Dreamcast, right? There was the whole Saturn situation. They're coming from a point of weakness. Sonic was declining. Like, it was, yeah, the financial troubles the company was going through. The CDs were very easy for people to pirate. They had other issues. It was really easy to pirate and play bootlegged Dreamcast discs. It really was. Like, I knew kids that had bootleg Dreamcast games, and we were like really, really young then. Really young, you know. There was compounding problems that killed Dreamcast. But it sounds cool as a console name, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of Halo killers. The only thing that killed Halo was Microsoft. At the end of the day.
Halo. I'm joking. That's
like, yeah, but seriously, like, there was, like, you remember how many were Halo killers? Everything was a Halo killer. Yeah. Killzone, Haze, Advent Rising. I think if I went and found the Advent Rising box, actually I don't have that, do I? I think it literally says on the box, the Halo killer or something like that. There was, yeah, that was such a common phrase.
I'd love to have a product, or a project so big that literally you can advertise trying to beat it.
Yeah.
You know, as like a selling point. Like, that's awesome.
Even then, it's like it just cements Halo as being more valuable and none of the projects surpass it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Half-Life 3 is dead. No, it's coming, man. It's being worked on. Give it time. It's real. It is. It's genuinely real. Just wait a bit longer. Fuck. The N64 controller was terrible. Absolutely terrible. The Bond girl said she played GoldenEye and stuff. I was sitting there like wondering how much work it would be to have her come in on a stream and play and talk about GoldenEye. Oh, yeah, we might get the Crucidia interview too, guys. I'm working on that right now, but apparently IOI Interactive has to clear it, and the one company hasn't heard back yet. So we're working on that. It's in progress at the moment. Yeah, we're working on it. So that might happen. Well, Kevin's not working on it, I am. Yeah, I'm trying to get her for an interview and stuff. So much logistics on these things. Because what was it? Actually, I didn't hear back on email, so I did slide into her DMs to ask about it. And it was like, oh, email this place, and they're like, yeah, we're working on it. Actually, I don't know if you guys saw it, but do you know the GameCube boot, Kevin, where it's got the G that kind of goes into like.
No, I don't actually.
You never turned on the GameCube?
Not that I can remember in my mind, no.
Oh, anyways, it does like a whole thing. But somebody redid it. They turned it from purple to red, and it says the GameCube, and it's got the Steam machine.
Okay.
Because it's a cube shape.
I just remember with GameCube or whatever, wasn't it when it like drops and it would make the G? Or whatever, or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, that's exact. Okay, then, yeah.
So they just turned it red, and they called it the GameCube instead.
GameCube.
Yeah, but actually, I did some, polls on the channel there, and people on PC were like, "Why did we get this old guy?"
I love that, dude. It was like he's probably the greatest thing to ever happen to gaming ever. Like
probably one of the most recognizable.
Yeah.
Kind of guys. I was like, they must have been a younger person. I was like, oh, it's just some old guy. Yeah. They were disappointed because they're like, oh, you get all these things, and then we just get this old guy, and I was like, talking about Gavin? You don't know who? Really? How did I get the Bond game actress? I emailed her talent rep about doing an interview with my example of another interview, and they said, okay. And then I interviewed her. There's nothing special.
And being likable, that helps too, right?
Being likable, yeah. Having samples, having, some level of audience size. Yeah, that's it. There's really, honestly, there's nothing fancy to it. You find contact info, you pitch, and then they let you know. Or they don't. Sometimes you just get ignored. Yeah. But that's just how it works. They're either they say yes or they say no. She was very good in that interview. People really, really like her in that one. She's like, she's actually pretty good at interviewing. She comes across as really fun and smiley and flirty and stuff. And it's just like you can see all the guy comments on there being like, "Oh my God, she's so pretty" and stuff. And it's like, yo, she knows how to sell herself. It's really, she did a good job. Except she didn't listen to my direction on that one question, but it is what it is. I can set you up for a dunk, and if you don't slam it down, it's what it is. You try to do the alley oop for your teammate, and they, trying to set up the one timer in hockey, Kevin. You're they fan. Yeah. It's like you do.
The tale as old as time. No.
That's life in a hopeless place. Yeah. The N6. Did you use an N64 controller, Kevin?
Oh, jeez. Yes.
It was terrible, wasn't it? Like the thumbstick in the middle.
Yeah.
God awful. Like it's quirky and neat looking, but man, that controller was terrible. I don't know if
I
you've
still
gone
think
in
Xbox has the best layout for controllers.
Oh, definitely, for sure, yeah. I just wish they weren't so, like, clunky and stuff like that. The PlayStation 5 controller, though, aside from thumbstick placement, has completely surpassed everything Xbox has done. Like, it's really, really quite interesting. They just accept my email request. I mean... I guess.
No.
Some of them I literally DM on Instagram. Not saying you guys should do that. Please don't bother people. But like, that's how it works. You put out a feeler and they say yes or no. It's the same as like anyone. If you're like interested in a gal or something, you do the same thing, right? You just be like, hey, blah blah. It's like dating, but professional, business-like. Do you want to do the interview? Here's what I have to offer, and then they say yes or no. That's what it is. It's also interesting too because they're very different. Like that one, they had their reps sit in on, and like Overwatch, A lot of the time it's just them doing it, and it depends on who you get. Remake 5 or 6. I don't know how true that is. That Dusk Golem guy with his leaks on things, he's sometimes dead on and he's sometimes wrong. He's like, it seems like sometimes he's got really good sources, sometimes he doesn't. I'm pretty sure they were looking at tackling 5. Like obviously they're doing Veronica right now, and I guess Zero's up next or something, but I'm sure they'll get to 5 eventually. 6 would be a lot of work. I think 5 is doable. We'll see. We will see. I don't know. I don't really like this game mode. I don't hate it, but like,
It seems to be the only one we get. Like, it's like the most popular one or something.
we only had it twice. I think 3 times.
I thought we've been playing this all night since we.
No, we
like,
did like a few
put
kills
it on.
confirmed. We did some hardpoint. I think.
Oh, I guess we have had some skill terms thrown in.
I think we did hardpoint mostly. I don't know. I'll know after I do the, you know, the timestamps on this afterwards. The Olympics game on there. Oh, for the N64. That's so funny. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Maybe I'll see if I can film that tonight. I'd like to. I want to do a video on the 360 World Cup game while it's kind of relevant right now. We never did this, but I really wanted to get together a group of people, Kevin. I thought it'd be fun to do like a stream where we compete in the Olympics, but like the Olympic game.
That would be cool.
And, you know, so you can like win the most events or something. Interview Kevin and blur out his face. I think we do the thing where it's like a dark room and you use like, you know, masked in the shadows or something.
Yeah. The voice changer.
There's not what I do. Everything was falling apart. Did you ever see that one with the tour de pharmacy there, and they got Lance Armstrong, and it's like, are you sure I'm blurred? And you're completely visible.
No.
God, that's you never watched that? You have Crave access?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Okay, there's two short movies, and it's Andy Samberg and stuff that does them. There's Tour de Pharmacy, and there's 7 Days of Hell, and they're like 40 minutes long. It's, you know, it's just like watching a quick little mini movie, like it's just like watching a TV episode basically. And they are some of the funniest things you'll ever watch. So like 7 Days of Hell, I think you would watch first because the other one's a little funnier, so but it's easier to get like into the mood for it. So 7 Days in Hell is Andy Samberg versus Kit Harington.
You were telling me
yeah,
that.
I've told you
Aren't
about
they
these
looking at
before.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're doing, and I recommend all of you to watch this because it's fucking funny. And yeah, 7 Days in Hell, they're competing in tennis against each other. It's like they're mockumentary sports things. And then Tour de Pharmacy is basically Samberg and John Cena and Nebula's voice actress. She's in it too as a girlfriend of the. No, actually, no. She's in 7 Days in Hell. Yeah, Karen Gillian. That's the tennis one. And the cycling one, yeah, John Cena and stuff. He's like, I am no cheetah. I am cheetah. You're like, you're a cheater. It's like, no, not cheetah. And he's drinking cheetah blood or something in it. It's frickin' great. They're very adult though, in case you're wondering. They're like, there's lots of nudity and stuff in them, but they're really genuinely hilarious. I like to watch them occasionally. They're very funny. Canada, Switzerland tomorrow. Yeah, I'm seeing if I can see how much work I do tonight. I'm seeing if I can get up tomorrow early and go to my parents to watch it and stuff and do things. Activities planned and stuff, and I gotta get back here for ball hockey and that.
That's a multi-key. The more medicated, the more dedicated.
How's Canada doing in the World Cup? Pretty good. I think we've already clinched next round.
Best we've ever done before.
We never won before, and you know.
Yeah. I was telling that to my buddies because I don't know anything about that. But I was mentioning that, like, oh yeah, because they brought up the win, and it was like, oh well, You know, I guess that's our first one ever. Nobody believed it.
That's what I was. I
They'll
was like, I don't
search it
believe
out.
it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you also tell them that we're the first team outside of Europe or South Africa to ever score over 5 goals in a game in the World Cup? I guess so. That was.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
3 games left to play. Wait, the round robin has 3 more games? I thought the round robin ended tomorrow. It still go. How long does this go on? When do the eliminations start? I thought there was really. There's 3 more games. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, Todd Howard would be fun to interview. I never get that though. Ooh, I'm gonna, you know, in like I don't know, maybe like August or something. I'm gonna see if I can try to set up some interviews with some old Xbox people and see what I get. See if I can get anybody. It'd be really fun to interview like, you know, Peter Moore or something like that. Don Matrick would be the dream interview. I think that would be highly entertaining. Just ask about things, because these guys, they're all in their like older years, right? Like they're all getting like 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
So it's like it's some neat insight into the past on things. No, it's 3 games total. Canada's 2nd game. Tomorrow's our 3rd game. We tied Haas enough or something, and then we killed Quota 6-0, and then it's Switzerland tomorrow. So that's. Yeah, 3 games, right? So. That's like 6. I was like, fuck, how many round robin games do you need? We are getting blitzed.
I do not know this headset well, obviously, and it's beeping like it's gonna die, so.
Plug it in.
Yeah.
Plug it in, Kevin. I think you should be able to do that, right? Doesn't it have a cord?
I think I'll have to go take a look at it. Yeah.
That's a multi-kill.
Which team got eliminated? I think they get eliminated after the round. Like the round robin, you play to set where
Everyone's
the teams
just playing for
seated.
standings.
Yeah. And then the eliminations start. Yeah, because some people are like, oh, it doesn't, these games don't matter, but I'm like, they're going to choose where you're seated. Like, in theory, if you do well, you'll get seated against an easier team to beat with the goal, right? Like, yeah. There's a lot of confusion out there about this, I guess. We do have the internet to search all this stuff up, guys. We don't have to question about things. Like, we can just Google it has to say. Don't use the AI thing, but, you know. We have the technology. We can rebuild them. Ooh, highest elimination. Good for you, Kevin.
Thank you.
I leveled up again? Oh my god, I'm level 156 and stuff like that. Yeah, all the best candidate. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you know. I'm sure that'll make, you know, Kevin and I will carry the team through there. It's good. Connection lost. This will leave your party. Oh no, I gotta click quick play. Oh. Ooh. Oh, some more info about that E3 thing with PlayStation. He was ready to give a chat about his library and CD playback, but Sega's announcement was so bad that all he needed to do was announce the pricing for it. That's so savage, dude. I hope I never get mic dropped like that in my life.
No.
It'd literally be traumatizing. It's like, as a company, how do we come back from this? Question is, will we ever find another match? top 2. Well, that's where I thought it was like they said there was four very specific, oddly specific conditions for which we were like not already progressing. But like I'm pretty sure we are locked in. No matter what happens tomorrow, we are. Like there's no physical because we scored so many goals. Like the 6-0 win, the goal differential just carries you through no matter what happens. So there you go, guys. That's where I told him, Kevin, we're going all the way. We're gonna win the whole tournament.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like,
That would be interesting.
Canada?
Take your time and remember to think.
I'm like, I don't know.
It'd be crazy how many people wouldn't check it out in Canada still.
Yeah, I just wouldn't care at all. I mean, if we were playing in the
it would be a
finals
waste
of the
on
World
our
Cup,
nation.
I think we'd have to go to the bar to watch that.
Yeah.
Just because I'd be like, like, come
Yeah.
on. What would be the fucking odd Canada make the final? That was some of the posts I saw online when that was happening. They're like, Canada's winning 6-0. It's like, are they really good? It's like, Canada? Soccer?
Throwing.
Sorry, I guess
This
the...
is a dead lobby.
Oh fuck, we waited that long for this? Okay, we'll pull out. Canada needed a lock-in. It'd just be fucking funny if Canada made it for it. Like, it doesn't even make sense. The only thing that makes sense is you guys liking the stream, subscribing,
Whoa.
great. Yeah, you know what, donations, cool, be the channel member. Channel member, the giftings, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. It's also that Amazon store affiliate link. Buying cosmetics and older CODs makes sense. So it doesn't really make sense, but if you want to spend your money, you can spend your money. It's like, this game's already dead again from Game Pass, so it doesn't really make sense. But, if you want to get, like, the shirtless dudes, you do you. Yeah, we're not here to judge. I guess the benefit of some of the COD skins is they do work in Warzone if you are into that. Yeah. So, it seems for the foreseeable future that they don't cut off any of the characters in Warzone, but that could change too, right? So. Everybody joined and then left the Vanguard, Kevin.
Yeah.
A dead drop? Ensure your kill streak score on death and awards it back when you respawn. What? That sounds almost better than ammo. So you literally can have it where it protects your kill streak. Huh. Interesting. At least our guys are getting a lot of fitness in. Oh, this is the map I wanted you to play on.
This one here?
This is the one with the Statue of Liberty and everything. This map is really neat looking. Is Dean still here? If he said Dean would get a kick out of this, but he passed out last time when this happened. How much did Xbox pay to bring that Vanguard to Game Pass? I don't know.
Protect the objective.
I don't know the behind the scenes on the money of all that stuff, man. Probably a lot, but it was probably cheaper than other CODs. Anyways, this map's really cool looking. All the advertisement boards, all the different rooms, the Statue of Liberty head. It's kind of vibe, dude.
Hardpoint is active. We control the hardpoint. The lead's ours. Hold on to it.
And am I like out of it today? I'm like looking at shooting at some things that aren't even like I think they're moving, but there's nothing actually there. Yeah. It
Just
doesn't.
in the distance, or?
Yeah, there's just like I look and see a sign, and maybe it's just the effect of the environment. I'm like, is that moving? I shoot at it. I'm like, no, that's just a sign. Yeah. Bad on this level for some reason. Well, I mean, every time they drop a COD or any game on Game Pass, they have to make a deal. They have to work out the licensing. So, like, for instance, every copy of Modern Warfare 2 that gets sold, allegedly they have to pay the composer, or what was his name? Zimmer? You know, the big composer guy? Hans Zimmer or whatever. So they have to give him apparently 1% of every copy of Modern Warfare 2 that's sold, like the original. So if you're putting it on Game Pass, you have to come up with a new profit sharing system with that guy in order to make it available. So you also like that's for any of the CODs. So if you got like a song in a COD or something like that, or you got like an actor, you know, you gotta work out the licensing with all those people for every game. So like the older CODs, like the CODs we kind of like COD 2 and 3, and I think COD 2 has it. You remember those older CODs, Kevin? They played History Channel clips in them. So it'll say this is from the History Channel or the Military Channel or something like that. You need to like license those clips unless they're open source, which I don't think they are. But you need to like relicense those clips and make the agreement so that they can be available on Game Pass. It's one thing to make them available for purchase, another thing to, well, they had to redo it all for digital licensing, but then they have to redo it all for Game Pass deals. That all costs money. Obviously, yeah. It's your favorite map. It's really cool. Like, I figured you like it because the New York aspect of it. Ah shit, can't kill that dog. And tie her on a branch. I think Kevin's mic died, guys. He'll return from his home planet someday. I think, guys, that Kevin will someday dance again. The Microsoft owns. Well, yeah, well, I mean, they own them, but they still don't, like, own every piece of it. Like, there's, you know, you gotta relicense everything. It'll really blow your mind if you look into how movie syndication and stuff works, or TV shows. So, like, TV shows and that. Like, if NBC wants to put The Office on Peacock, they actually have to pay part of their own division X amount of dollars, and they have to like bid against other companies because it's part of like the logistics rules of making sure that they, you know, the content gets paid the most possible for it. There's all these different rules over how content's done. That's why all these streaming services and like things like Netflix wanted to make their own content, because then, you know, perpetuity there, they can continue to like make this stuff available. It doesn't cost them licensing stuff. But sometimes Netflix originals disappear, and that's because they have certain syndication or licensing rules around how much like people get paid for them to host that content. It's kind of like also Disney Plus there. They got rid of, was it the Willow reboot or something like that? Because it was costing them more money residuals than they were making having it become available. So it was cheaper for them to just make the show disappear. So there you go. Call of Duty World War II. Yeah, I played a lot of that. We streamed it actually pretty frequently. When it came to Game Pass too, we were streaming that one. But yes, Kevin and I here are pretty big COD World War II fans. Much more so than this game. Much more so. Feels more alive. I'm just like, I think the flow of it's fine, but I love the scenery and the backdrop and all the advertising stuff. It's such a cool level.
Just on this map here?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just like a really neat design place. It's like a record store, an old-timey diner, and like a recording studio too. It's just a vibe.
Hardpoint's under fire.
It's like an old bar place, a clothing store. It's neat. Very neat level. Makes sense. Yeah, it's all these, you know, like a lot of people, you're just like front facing, you know, a product comes out, you play a product and you don't think about it, but there's a lot that goes on around money and profit sharing and blah blah blah. You know, everybody wants to get paid, right, for work, so that's how she works. It is, yeah. I mean, you know, if I made a game and part of the deal was me getting paid X amount of dollars, and then it's like Microsoft wants to put it on their streaming service, you never existed back in the day. Of course you'd have to renegotiate all that stuff. That's the funniest thing too, is like, like syndication deals were really good for a lot of people that were in TV, but like now in the streaming era, none of those syndication deals do anything for people because streaming didn't even exist, the concept of it, so you wouldn't have like pre-prepared for that.
Yeah.
That's time for you to sledgehammer. They make too many small maps. And you join the game? Well, the lobbies are always public, man. And now we wait for a lobby.
Yeah, it's getting a little harder to get these lobbies full as the night's going on, eh?
Well, it started out really bad, and then it got better.
Yeah.
Now it's getting bad again. I think it has to do with the skill-based matchmaking, too. I really do think that factors in a bit. Have I ever played No, I'm Not Human? I have never even heard of that. Yeah, have you ever heard of that one, Kim? I've never heard of that. These two guys walking along. Treyarch. Treyarch has some all-time classic maps, but they've really struggled in recent years. Actually, you know what? Like, honestly, for, what was it? Black Ops 7, I don't think the maps are bad, except for those 3 ethereal levels. I think all the other maps are pretty solid, personally, but... yeah. That's really personal opinion on the kind of stuff, but I think Black Ops 7's got pretty decent maps, but they haven't made all-time classics in a long time. A Steam horror game. Probably why I haven't heard of it.
Domination.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I was posting in the Discord. I can take a look at what it is.
Capturing Able.
I remember they were was it Filet or something? They were trying to get me to check out that stupid Bean game that was popular for like a day or something. Silly.
The Bean game?
Yeah, it's based on this like YouTube thing, like a YouTube show that was popular, and it's like Radical Bean or something. It's like GTA, but you play as a bean. It was just like an asset flip game, but it was really popular for like a day on Steam or something. I haven't heard anything of that one since. Something the fire. The legend. That's Kevin. He's a legend.
That's me. You.
Yeah, that's him.
Objective Able. Able is lost. Take a shot.
It's actually not a bad gamer tag.
We have the lead. Keep it up. Closing with Able.
What? The Legend 27 or?
Yeah, it's I've gotten used to it, so it's actually not bad. He's had
like
different
it.
names, guy.
Especially in any of the other games, like if you hop on like say like Arma or like Squad or something, everyone right away, the Legend 27 is like, yeah, it's me, guys, you know.
It's just hard for branding when you've got different names. People get confused, you know.
I thought my branding was just going as Kevin.
He's Kevin guy. Well, you know, people need a name they can stick to.
Yeah.
Bean game. Did you see that, Dean? The one day it was like, I think it was Dean and Whimsibzib guy or something. We're talking about this fucking Bean game. You're like a GTA Bean. I can't remember the fucking name of it, but it was like a huge thing for like one day. It was Everyone's like, oh, this is an asset flip game that you can finish in like under 2 hours or something. And you died pretty fast. You're like, you don't know. Was it maybe it was a Caleb and something? Fuck, I don't know. Something. I like Cold War. No, I hate Cold War. It's actually my least favorite COD in the entire franchise. I do not like that game. I'm not looking forward to when they add that to Game Pass because it was such a popular COD. I'm probably going to be stuck doing it for a bit.
Just crazy that one ended up so popular, even if it's not like hated or anything.
I don't
like
get
as
how
a
that
favorite.
was so
That's
big.
crazy.
I really genuinely don't understand it. The story's terrible. The zombies is not good. The multiplayer is just abysmal. I do not get it. I think it was because it was like a COVID game, honestly. I think it was just like the right time during COVID and everybody played it because it's just available, right? So I think that helped it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Replaced, oh god, replaced is so disappointing. Yeah. The Bean. Yeah, this is the Bean game. It was like Grand Theft Auto, you're Bean. I'm very serious here. Like, it was... I was looking at it, I was like, what the fuck is... But that's the thing nowadays, though. Like, those... The kind of things exist, like, every day. There'll be, like, a new Steam game that's like, oh my god, you know, everybody plays it for, like, a day, and then they move on from it. And that's... But, like, you get that little bit of virability, you make a lot of money, and it's, you know, no complaints, right? I actually remember trying to look up what that was called. Bean in GTA. Not Mr. Bean in GTA. Oh my fucking god. There's all these mod. Oh, it's called Killer Bean. You are Killer Bean, a rogue assassin coffee bean who takes the trash out in this world one bullet at a time. Oh, third first-person action roguelike. Killer Bean. They got pictures like it's James Bond where he's going around capturing stuff and shooting things. And... Did the reviews get any better for this one? It's actually mostly positive, I guess. Okay. Killer Bean. Fucking weird, dude. I think actually, you know what? I think it was Caleb and Filet, strangely enough, were the two that were talking about that one. Infinite Warfare on Game Pass. You know what's funny? Of all the CODs that have died and stopped having players over the years, you know Infinite Warfare is still trucking along.
Really?
Yeah.
That's odd.
So, like, we can't really stream Black Ops anymore. Like, Black Ops 2 basically is dead. We can't really stream any of the other old CODs. But, yeah, Infinite Warfare is still a streamable Call of Duty game. Shockingly. There's not a ton of players, but there is a dedicated bunch of people that still play Infinite Warfare. It's really genuinely fascinating. Fucking guys, dude. I keep trying to go to these objectives and it's just like, ugh. Devastation is what it is. Black Ops 1 on the PS5. I'm hoping those streams bring a little bit more, the streams for those games bring a little bit more excitement back to the streams. Black Ops 1 and 2. I assume they'll be popular, but I don't know. Like I said, the streams these days, they're just not getting impressions. Is what it is. But we'll see those ones can add a little oomph. But you know, like go back a year or something like that. Black Ops 1 and 2 streams on this channel would be like massive. Massive, man. Absolutely massive. Like, Forza still did really good, too. Anyways, yeah. But, like, I thought the COD Revival weekends would be more popular when I was doing, you know, Black Ops, Modern Warfare, and stuff. Well, actually, do we do...
Oh, did they not do well?
They did okay. But that's the thing, though, is, like, you know, go back a couple years, they'd be, like, the biggest fucking viewed things on the channel.
Yeah.
Like, World at War did alright. I'm doing bad this match.
being able.
Like Modern Warfare 2 did
Horrible
okay.
this match.
Recon, spy in the skies. Securing Charlie.
Should I even bother trying to get the position at this point? Like, they just keep killing me whenever I try to get it. That's my teammate. Oh, I didn't see the name tag.
Frag out.
3 letters. Chew. It's too hard to see that.
So are we.
Killer Bean is too much of a game. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It's based on some YouTube series. But that's all the things now, right? Like the movies based on YouTube stuff. That's
what all the
life.
kids know, right?
Yeah. Oh, man, god damn it. I yield this match. They bested Snoop Dogg in the castle. I give up. Modern Warfare 2 2? Yeah, I really like Modern Warfare 2 2. It really did well for viewership and stream numbers. I think this is actually one of the most successful long-term ones I had, but like it died out because we ran out of things to do because they didn't have any content the first season. But the real content is the content generated through your likes, subscribe, and it's great.
Whoa.
I know, I'm insane. Donations will be the channel member. Channel member gifting. Is that lady from Assassin's Creed? Patreon option and the Discord for minutes. Does she look like she's from Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Right?
Yeah.
If you swap that character, you would notice the difference. A Thundercats movie. Yeah, that's gonna bomb worse than man, Universe or whatever it did. Actually, you know what's really sad? I ran into the one reviewer guy that I like to chat with. Like he's another reviewer. He's been reviewing movies for like decades and stuff like that. I haven't seen him since the Mickey 17 review because, you know, they don't really do screenings and stuff here anymore. He's really old now, and I'm like, oh my god, this might be the last time I actually see that dude. Kind of crazy to think. Beats Pops, yeah, I was Beats Pops after. I was just like, because I like ran into him. I was like, oh, how you doing? He's like, health's not good. I'm like, age getting to you? He's like, yep. And I'm like, well, I mean, what else do you say, right? It's like, yeah, he didn't look too good either. I'm like, damn, that's probably like the last time I'll ever see that dude. Fun to chat with. There's a couple review guys actually who were all talking about how it's like screenings in the movie industry is basically dead. Yeah, and they're like talking about coverage. She's like that guy because he wrote reviews for CTV or The Sun or something for like 60 years or some shit like that. And he does radio now for an Ottawa station or something for reviews. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I was mentioning it's like my coverage technically now is taking a picture of myself in front of a poster and doing like a couple sentences, and that's coverage. My favorite Toy Story movie. 2? 2?
2 is your favorite? Yeah.
Yeah. Why would
I said 1.
you say 1? Yeah. The Western theme and stuff I think is kind of fun. Yeah. What membership must you do to get an Xbox friend request from me? Like you got money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good story mission. Yeah, we streamed the story stuff for Infinite Warfare a number of years ago. But I mean, like, you know, for this, they're all like it's sad, but it's like, you know, it's you get old, you eventually die. That's life, you know. It's like, you know, the guy was screening Bond movies back in like the 70s and the 80s and stuff. It's like he's, you know, lived life and all that. I don't know. It was just a cool person that you need to run into, and you'd be like, "Yo, man, what you doing?" and stuff, and yeah,
Time to get lean and mean.
talk about the industry and everything.
Hardpoint located.
Cause he did like a lot of theater stuff too. He's like, so like, you know, ballet, theater stuff like that's all dying. He's like, the movie industry's dying. It's like, it's wild.
Well, there's got to be some sort of entertainment people are going to, you know?
Oh, it's not that stuff. He's like for like live theater and stuff like that, because he would run plays and stuff, like manage them and that. He's like,
Hardpoint is active.
you know, it costs too much to go. It costs too much to run.
Frag out.
It's not of interest to younger people. You know, you've got a two-pronged problem, right? Like people
Yeah.
don't have money.
To be
do
fair,
it.
when we were young, I always heard that theater was dead. You know, like live theater at least.
And I mean, it kind of hasn't really ever been as popular as it was way back in the day. And it depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Some places it's, you know, still doing well in that, but like,
Seems like a novelty or like a niche thing of like, oh, I'm so classy.
it's more of a
I love to
luxury.
see these theaters.
I don't
Yeah.
mind it. I've watched a couple plays. They're kind of fun to watch, but they're expensive and stuff. And there's just lots of other forms of entertainment these days. Is the problem? Is there there's three players on my team? Like, where the fuck are these guys? But you know, when
Yeah,
a
there's
guy
only
that
3
like,
guys on the enemy.
you know, reviews plays, runs plays, and like produces them and stuff, he's like, it's dying, and you know, it's,
Hardpoint is
Yeah.
ours.
and that's what it is too. But like the movie industry, you can look at it, it's not getting back to where it was. It's shrinking, but it'll be around for a long time. It's just, yeah, what we used to do for coverage and stuff, it's gone, it's changed.
Recon
Frag
aloft.
out.
We got
No. You're not sure why they need to make another Toy Story movie? Money.
Think of the SpongeBob movie. Why did you open a second one? Money.
Money. No, seriously, like, what do you mean? Of course, there's no artistic reason to continue making Toy Stories. It's ended like twice already, technically, but
I heard something like it made 161 mil. Its opening weekend.
oh yeah, it's crushing it at the box office. It's doing great. Phenomenal.
Like
That's why money.
Frag out. Throwing stone.
It's not like they've really, you know, I mean, I haven't seen the new one yet, so I don't know for sure, but it's not like they have any more to say about toys,
hardpoint activated.
right? Like, you know, like realistically. It's... But yeah.
Recon.
A big fan of Apex. Apex Legends? No, I hate Apex Legends. Super toxic. People don't want to see movies early. No, I'm just saying in general the movie industry's dying, but screenings, they're COVID killed screenings here. So screenings are where you go watch the movie early, you do reviews, everything like that. But like, yeah, they don't really do those anymore because, I don't know, COVID kind of killed it and costs too much because, you know, movies aren't as successful these days, so they target specific like markets for the screenings and blah blah blah, and that's how she goes. I mean, they probably don't want thoughts too, because like, this was interesting. So like, I have to give my thoughts to the person that runs it. I have to give my thoughts after the movie's done, so that they have an immediate like
Called an airstrike. Heads up.
info thing as to what's happening. Like the PR people, they want to know like immediate thoughts on things, and sometimes it's more intense than other times. But like this time, the guy was like, I need that stat like right away. They are really wanting to know what people are thinking of this movie right away.
yeah.
And it's like, I'm sure they want, you know, information where it's in there being like, oh, it was terrible, it was bland, it was... But like, that's the feedback you're gonna get, because that's what I thought of it, but... Anyways, yeah, COVID killed screens. I used to go and I do at least one screening a week. This was before I was chatting with Kevin and stuff, really, but... You missed me talking about those eras, Kevin, but I used to like literally like once a week I would go watch a movie at a screening, at least once a week, sometimes twice. I had my one buddy. I would send him and his wife to go and like watch because there'd be too many movies for me to watch. And
Yeah.
we'd be sending them to go watch another screening and stuff like that. That was that common,
Point activated.
like at least once a week.
Friendly sending a glide bomb.
And they were sitting there, and I was like, yeah, the last Warner Brothers screening was Mickey 17. That was over a year ago. And it's like, it's just completely gone. Hope that answers your question there.
So why don't you do the screenings? Just stopped in general, or no offers, or what?
The movie companies don't run them.
Oh, they don't. Oh, okay.
Throwing
They stopped doing it after COVID. They stopped running the screenings. Here, at least.
Yeah.
And most of Canada, that doesn't really... Like, Toronto and Vancouver still kind of steadily have them, but yeah. Because that form of marketing and stuff, it doesn't really...
We're breaking their bang.
Because, like, screenings were also... Like, you know when you go onto the radio, like CJ or something, and it's like, win 2 tickets to blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
That's
oh
what the
yeah, you don't
screenings
hear
are.
that anymore. Yeah.
yeah, so that's what the screenings are, is it's like, it's a mix
Okay.
of press people and a mix of people that won, like, tickets. It's an advertising method for movies.
Yeah.
After COVID, it just died out.
We control the hard point.
toys versus devices. Yeah, but I'm still like, it's more like, what is the artistic like messaging and value of continuing like the narrative of Toy Story? Like, you go to Toy Story 3, like that's an ending, right? You go to Toy Story 4, that's another ending. It's like you're really just stretching out for more money. My honest review of Supergirl. Oh, thanks. Have I played Siege? Yeah, once or twice. Yeah.
We control the hard point.
Yeah. Anyways, that's how she goes. I miss doing the screenings, but I don't really get any value out of it anymore, because it's like, you know, before writing was like a bigger part of what I do, but all games, streaming stuff nowadays. The movies is more of like a vanity passion project than like anything. It's just, you know, something that's fun to do. Except when the movie sucks. I like it. I actually probably should have done a spin-off channel where I just reviewed movie stuff, but the industry's too dead at this point for that.
Don't think it'd still be worth it?
Yeah, you don't have access to the screening. So like before, I would be able to see a movie on Wednesday, and for it to come out on Thursday or Friday, you'd have time to be like, okay, you know, here's what the movie's like and stuff, and you get views based on that. But now it's like, there's so many people that do it, and it's like, yeah. Pointless, Kevin. Pointless. Most people start seeing movies again, but I don't see that industry bouncing back. It'll always be there, but it'll just become like more and more tentpole fancy, like, you know, must-see movies and stuff. Wow, what are these lobby disconnects? And now we wait for another half-filled lobby. On this, the final stream of Vanguard ever, probably. Ugh. I tell you, Kevin, this Game Pass boost, like, if we would have been, you go back like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years,
yeah,
and you drop a COD on Game Pass, it would have been like so many more people. Theaters would go extinct. No, there'll just be less of them. It'll probably become more like theater right now, right? Where it's like, there's still, you know, you can still go watch a play, but it's not something people do, and it's only like big things that people go watch, and more niche and expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not gonna die out tomorrow, but it's, you can look at the amount of people that watch the movies, and you can see the ticket numbers go down and down and down, and they increase the prices to offset that year after year after year, and it's just, you know, you can see the decline. I think the most people ever that watched it peaked in 2004, I think. Movie going. You know, for number of tickets sold in a year, I think it was peaked in 2004, and it's just been in steady declines ever since. And COVID butchered it. Most people that went to go watch movies before COVID absolutely have not come back afterwards. Yeah.
I do think it's the convenience. What's it there? I saw one thing talking about how your average person still sees one movie in theaters a year.
Yeah, but that's not sustainable for theaters, right?
Oh, no, not at all. And again, we're talking one movie. Like, literally, you hang out long enough, eventually someone, at some point over the course of the year, you will end up at a theater at one point. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's just not sustainable.
Yeah.
Borderlands 4 on the Series X. Yeah, I've been waiting to do a video on it. I will eventually get to doing a Series X Borderlands 4 video. It's more the fact that I have to put in a bit of effort to be able to do a video on it that's kind of annoying. Devil Wears Prada 2. No, I didn't watch that. I didn't have any interest in it. Did you guys see that one, Kevin?
Which one? Devil Wears Prada? No.
I wasn't sure if your gal would be a big fan of that one because of the era, but
Frag out.
She likes horror movies.
spooky, spooky.
Yeah, it's her favorite stuff.
Yeah, I'm not really watching any TV shows or anything right now, no. Don't really have time, because I spend a lot of time doing all this content.
Throwing stone.
But there's not really anything at the moment I wanna specifically watch. Anything you're watching, Kevin? Anything on the radar? Anything going on?
Well, I will be watching House of the Dragons.
Oh yeah, now that you know
It
it
went over
exists.
my mind. Yeah, now that I know it's out, yeah.
Yeah, there you have it, guys. Yeah, no, I'm not watching anything at the moment. I actually don't know what the last show I watched was.
Thermite.
Maybe like Peacemaker season 2? That was like a year ago.
That's too. Like I'll watch shows quite a bit with my gal or whatever. Like we just finished all of Metalocalypse again.
Yeah.
But like new shows that came out, like I don't know, Night of the Seven Kingdoms and Fallout season 2. Those were the last 2 shows I watched.
We control the hard
Oh yeah, because I didn't even watch Fallout season 2 because the issue with the screeners. Yeah, I ignored
Yeah.
it.
Y'all need to chill with that noise.
Oh. Crazy.
The enemy is taking
Nice, that's
the
life. I actually even was chatting with my mother there too. She was like, "There's nothing to watch. Nothing new's come out in a long time for shows and stuff." I mean, she was complaining to me about it. I watched the Fallout series. Yeah, I watched the first season of Fallout and I reviewed it, but that was 2 years ago, man. Right? Like Fallout season 1, that was 2 years ago, and Fallout season 2 was Christmas. Was it Christmas?
We control the hard point.
They actually get those out pretty fast, but yeah. Rewatch The Walking Dead. Well, that's punishing.
Your teammate.
We haven't had a desire to watch a movie in years in the theaters. But like, it really is a nice experience though. Like when you go and watch one in the theaters. Today was kind of terrible though. We were at one of the landmarks, and it was like we haven't screened a movie at this theater in probably since 2017. I think was the last one. Because Universal used to use it for screening.
That's good.
But like, yeah, so the last time I was at that theater, it kind of sucks because it's like
Hard point
you have to
eliminated.
queue in this hallway, and it's like you're just sweating. And it's like super hot, and it's just like, oh, it was awful. They were having issues with like getting the movie running, and it was like, oh, fuck, yeah, that was not a good experience. Slow Horses on Apple TV. Oh, Spider-Man Noir. Yeah, I was kind of curious about that one, but I kind of forgot it existed.
Contact the hard point.
Bum Amazon.
I saw that on
system.
Amazon Prime. I am not a Nick Cage fan though, so
Oh, there you go. What screener issues? Oh, there was like the. Please reconnect my controller. My controller's on. I don't remember what that was. I was having issues with the PR person over screeners or something like that. They're like, "Did you cover the first season?" I was like, "Seriously?" And this, yeah, it was like a whole thing. I complained about it a lot when there was something going on. Oh, it was they didn't give it to me ahead like they did with other people. What the fuck is going on with my controller? What the shit, dude?
Enemy has the hard point.
Alright, there we go. It's fixed. They sent me back to the main menu. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, there's something about Access where other people had it early, and, you know, it was like they dropped it all, like, the day of, and I was like, well, by the time I watched this... Oh, okay, so what happened? I remember now. So they were trying to force me to cover it every single week. So other reviewers got the whole thing to watch early. And this company was, they told me basically they were trying to manipulate me to provide coverage of the show every single week. And I was like, no, like with the first season, I watched the whole thing and then I reviewed it. And that's how I wanted to do it, was I just, you know, watch it all and then give my review and then move on from it. But yeah, basically they informed me that they'd wanted me to cover every single episode week by week, and I was like, fuck off, you don't get to choose how much coverage I do and stuff like that. And,
I would have loved to have done that, but sorry, continue.
you would have loved to do that, that's great. Like, I did that for the Halo show, which was fun, but like, you know, that's I told them that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to watch it all and then do a review and then move on from coverage, because it's like, it's diminishing returns covering it bit by bit, and, you know, there's all this competition, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they did it for other reviewers. There was, you know, several websites and groups had, you know, access to do the full review ahead. And it was just me that they were like, well, I'm sure there's others too, but they were trying to force me to do coverage every week. And I was like, fuck off, and I just didn't watch it anymore. Yeah. Slow horses. I'd like to watch Silo, but I don't really want to pay for Apple TV. I'll wait till the final Silo season's on and maybe get a month or something. You couldn't even see the last Silo TV. It was like, well, fucking listening to like a radio broadcast. It's so goddamn dark. It's like they couldn't afford lighting or something. It's like, oh, they're in a Silo, but it's like, yeah, you can still fucking light the place. Jesus Christ, couldn't even see Rebecca Virgin. Sharing a room with other people. Yeah, but it's like, you know, if you get a good theater experience where there's not some ass on their phone or whatever, it's quite nice. Now,
Oh yeah, no, there's cool experiences or whatever, like
comedies and stuff. Fun.
yeah, comedies. Everybody laughs, or like you get people freaked out in horror movies. That's the Marvel movies were really good. Like anyone can make fun of it as much as they want, but yeah, like excited stuff for things that happen. Very cool experiences.
Like when we did The Hobbit, and I hated The Hobbit, but you know, the first Hobbit we went to, there was a guy, you know, and his pals dressed up as like Frodo and stuff, and they were fucking playing like the flute and stuff beforehand and doing the Lord of the Rings tunes on their flute and old instruments. So that was cool, you know. That's really nerdish, you know, but you know, it's neat. I hate those movies, Kevin.
That's fine. I don't hate them.
I get dragged to all of them. It's fucking hours and it just never ends.
That's funny.
You know, the funniest thing too is like, it was two pals of mine. They dragged me to them, and they both fall asleep during the movie, and I'm like, you're forcing me to be here with you guys to watch.
They fell asleep? I would not go to a movie again if I fell asleep in one of them.
They're so boring. They dragged me. It's a tradition. We go to all of them. The third guy didn't even make it till the third one. I think he gave up before that. It was just, like, they just fall asleep during it. Like my one pal, we went to watch Godzilla, and I guess, I don't know, he worked hard or something. He fell asleep like 20 minutes in and just slept through the whole movie.
That's funny.
That's how affordable tickets were back in the day, by the way, guys.
You could fall asleep at a movie theater and not, like, go back again, you know? Like,
yeah, it was like $10, you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of taking a nap, but you know, you're paying 20-something bucks now. It seems like it's $25 now for a ticket, just regularly. Just getting old, could be. Gotham City Imposters. I even did a video of it a couple years ago, because I found a lobby that was alive. Yeah, I did a video on that a couple years ago. Yeah. Haunt? I don't know what Haunt is. But like, the cool thing about screenings, though, is they actually have people that monitor the crowd. And, you know, make sure people aren't on their phones, because, you know, if you record the movie before it's out, you know, they go on you. The Lord of the Rings movies, they're phenomenal films. It's just The Hobbit is shit. Sorry, it's just like, it's one book that's just dragged out way too fucking long. The love triangle's fucking the stupidest thing I've ever seen in a film. Okay, honestly, I want to throw that out there too for Supergirl. I think she needs a love interest.
Oh, really?
I don't want to be the guy that says that, but like, I think that was a big thing this movie was missing, was her having, you know, some kind of like romantic plot, but there's way too much going on in the movie, but not anything really going on. But I do think she was actually missing something like that of substance. I don't know. It's such a bland, boring movie, man.
You know, like, obviously your thing, you can drop it, but I didn't hate the Hobbit movies. There was so much added that was not in the books. It was an absolute cash grab. of going
Oh
out,
my
and like
God,
the
it's like-
CGI was not that great.
The second
Actually,
movie
in
where it
most
just
cases.
fucking ends as soon as Smog starts burning stuff. I was like, really?
Yeah.
And then the
Oh,
next movie starts and it's only 2 seconds of it. I was like, are you for real?
That's
And then it
funny.
just ends in this
Like,
big CGI fight where you can't even tell what anyone is. Oh man, I hate those movies.
like, yeah, I don't know. For me, there's a lot of complaints that like are very valid. It doesn't even stand close to the Lord of the Rings, which I
just
think is
goes
one of the greatest
on
cinematic masterpieces
And on
ever.
and on and
But
on.
I don't know. Having read the book, dude,
I read the book.
I just like, well then yeah, then I just like a lot of the parts or whatever, just getting to see it, like them getting caught in Mirkwood and him stabbing the spider and the spider giving it sting. I don't know. I like Smog. I thought it was really wicked. Him burning down Rivertown, which was awesome. But then there was like certain things
they
that like
cliffhang you on that.
I like the cliffhanger though. The last part of like, and I am death as he's flying. Like, I think that's
You
wicked
sit there
sweet.
through this bland, boring 3-hour fucking movie where nothing happens, and you finally get to the action, and it's like,
Well, no,
this is
'cause
a
he
story
gets to see-
for another time. It's like,
see
oh
King
come on.
Thranduil and all that. Like, I don't know.
Some blue balls on that one.
My complaint actually with is like things that they did that I wouldn't have done, but like you can't drag out the movie if you don't do it that way. Like I love if from what I'm remembering, it has been a while, so watch someone just tear me apart. But from what I remember with The Hobbit, was that Bilbo and Smog, they Smog never sees Bilbo, and like especially the whole like running around and like the dwarves like starting the furnaces and covering him in gold, trying to kill him and all that, like theatrical for them running around. But I like the idea that Bilbo, when Smog realizes that Bilbo had stolen from him, that's when he comes to the conclusion that it must be the humans, because only humans are deceitful animals like that. So, you know, he's going to go get them. Which they have that whole thing where, like, when he's flying, oh, Lake Town wants to put them up to this. But I really like the old idea that Smog, that, you know, if something tricked a dragon, it must be a human. Like, that was just such a neat little lore building for, like, different species and stuff. Anyways, I like that way more than what they did in the movie.
Yeah, it should have just been 2 films. I think that guy's got it right. Or 1 movie. It was just like, it was just... It felt like a bloody
I could see
cash
doing
grab.
2 films to have everything. I don't think they would be as long. You know, honestly, Lord of the Rings, with all the stuff that went through, that could have been 4 or 5 movies.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely.
know what I
could've been
mean?
longer.
Like, yeah.
You see the difference, like someone's like, oh, Lord of the Rings movies were long. Yeah, but they were good. They're so good, you would sit there and you'd want to watch the extended versions.
The extended, yeah.
For more is what it is. That's how good those films are. But like, and I mean, like, really, she was like thinking about going with the dwarf over Legolas. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, I like the love story, and
Fucking
I don't know, whatever.
stupid. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. There was no
Really?
chemistry. None. Absolutely no chemistry.
It was cute. It was
Oh
completely
yeah, over
out of
Legolas.
nowhere.
Get the
Just
fuck out of
thrown.
here. Yeah, okay. Unbelievable.
That's funny.
The Hobbit over fucking Legolas. Get out of here. Especially since they knew each other so long too. It was like, really? Oh man, I hate that. That's the #1 thing I hate the most about those movies is that stupid love triangle.
The love story.
It's
That's
so bad and so unbelievable, and it's just like from the moment I saw it happening, I was like, no,
funny.
stupid. Favorite Lego Batman? Oh, I don't know. Actually, I kind of like DC supervillains. That was good. Play now. He wants Crazy Taxi tomorrow. He's banking his money, Wilfulo. That's what he's doing. He's banking his cash for another day. Like, I'm sure there's a cut out there that exists for the Hobbit movies that make them more bearable, but it's just like... I don't ever want to watch those movies again.
One thing I was disappointed about was how quick they go through, like when they're captured in Mirkwood by the elves. Is when I read it initially, there was the whole talk that they were there for a bit. and that there was like talk amongst the elves that every now and then, you know, like bread or wine would go missing and they wouldn't know why, and it was Bilbo eating because like he got to be invisible the whole time. And that's where like Morrowind and Oblivion and all that, where I would make thief characters and have so much fun, was because it was just so cool, the idea of, you know, living amongst the elves, but you know, like you kind of get to just kind of watch and hang out, and while you're plotting your big escape. It was just really neat as a kid to read.
Yeah, it would have been really cool to see these really, really long, poorly paced, slow-ass movies spend a good, like, 30 minutes of these guys stalking around, walking invisible. Just a bunch of scenes of Martin Freeman going, hee, they can't see me.
I think it could be whimsical if you did it right.
Whimsical, oh god. It's like they need a TV series for it or something that better fit it.
It probably. I also think Freeman did a wicked job though as Bilbo. He is just likable guy in that.
Very charismatic and
yeah.
Tells it very well, yeah. It's not even an issue with the casting necessarily, it's just the movies are just so bloated and they just go on and on and on, just getting dragged out to these films by my buddy, so it's just like, fucking kill. Man, that was hell. I have such fond memories of watching Lord of the Rings films in the theater, but like, yeah, no. Not the Hobbits. But we're gonna get all excited to go watch Gollum for 2 movies.
Oh, the Hunt of Gollum. That, I do not get that, and I do not know why they keep pushing him as a focal point character. Like, there are so many more interesting stories to cover. Like, even if the Rings of Power sucked, which, from what I've watched at least, I've never gone back and given the second season a shot because I couldn't even get through the first. Like, that sucked, but like that doesn't mean that, like, you know, the whole IP isn't just littered with good stories that you could do. But for some reason we're getting Gollum. Like, I don't know, man.
I made it through like 20 minutes of the Rings of Power. I got to the point where the hobbits are making food, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
Oh yeah, when they come out as like little leprechauns or something like that, which is weird.
Yep.
I've pitched this to so many people, but like Galadriel is like one of the coolest characters ever. She is this, like, at least, yeah, she's so unlikable. Like, at least even from the movie standpoint, she is this like beacon of hope. Even when Frodo's dying on the outside of Mordor, she's the one who gives him the vision to give him the strength to keep going. Like, she's just such a pinnacle of like strength, you know. And then in that first episode, watching like this is young Galadriel, and it just, that one scene where they're in the blizzard, and they're like, Galadriel, we have to stop. She's like, no, we push forward. And there's like this guy dying in the corner, and she looks back and she's like, okay, we'll stop. And like, I get it's supposed to show like her drive and ambition, you know, to like do this, but it comes across as such poor leadership. And after they kill the troll and everybody's like, yeah, you're not leader anymore, we're going home. Like, I remember thinking that, like, yeah, I would not want you to be leader. Like, you're just gonna get everybody killed. Like, you effing suck. You know, and then from that point forward, it's not her, like, thinking, like, oh, how could I be a better leader? Or, like, how could I convince these people? She's just convinced that, you know, all the guys here, they don't respect me because I'm so freaking awesome. And it was like, F off. It was so bad. That killed it for me. Like, literally the beginning of how poor that Galadriel story went. And then I kept watching and it didn't get any better. And then, yeah, I think roughly the same time where the hobbits come out, but they're not really hobbits, they're more like really quirky leprechauns, you know, out in the bush. Like, what the heck is this, you know?
I was just like,
it
yeah,
was weird. Yeah.
But we're getting a Gollum 2-parter.
Yeah.
The Rings of Power.
Who knows?
You gotta be
Maybe it's
really suffering. Superman? The Superman movie was okay. It was fun. The original Superman's the best.
What, the old Christopher Reeves?
Hell yeah, man.
That's awesome. Good, they're cheesier than all hell. Like,
oh, it's just a really fun, light, like, you know, super heroic, super, like, I don't know, you feel good watching it because it's just so, I don't know, it's just the way they do it, and the way they shot it, and it's Optimistic and exciting and fun. Ugh, but nothing beats Superman, the quest for peace. Classic. But yeah, the Rings of Power. Ugh. And then they've got what's his name's doing a movie too. Who was that host for TV for a bit there?
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever, he's like a big
Which
fan
one?
of it. Colbert.
Oh,
yeah.
Stephen Colbert, yeah.
His movie is gonna be the Hobbits reminiscing about a time when they were younger or something like that to their daughters or something.
Interesting. Because I've heard him talk about Lord of the Rings.
He's very
like,
passionate.
He knows the stuff. Yeah, he's very passionate about it. Like,
Man of Steel is terrible. I don't think it's aged well either. $1 billion. Yeah, they've already got all the prepaid stuff for Rings of Power, but I'm just not gonna watch. Well, I mean, I haven't watched any more of it, so. It was a huge pissing away of money. The worst thing is allegedly though, apparently they are looking at selling off more of the stories for Lord of the Rings. They're licensing more of it, so there'll be more stuff they can tell. Because they're only allowed to do certain stories, certain ages, right? So allegedly more will be allowed. Because I was reading into it. The reason the Grinch 2 is being made is because the widow passed away for Dr. Seuss.
oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she didn't like the vulgar humor in The Cat in the Hat with Michael Myers. So,
Really?
so she blocked any live-action Dr. Seuss movie for like 20 years.
That's hilarious. There's things, actually, speaking of Lord of the Rings, there was one thing I read, I've never had it confirmed, but it was talking about how Tolkien's kid was super disappointed with the Lord of the Rings adaptation, and that, like,
Yep.
there was so much stuff in the books that was left out, and that they basically turned it into this, like, pop
Action
culture
film.
story. Yeah, action film. Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, but that's why we're getting a Grinch 2, and you know, it'd be fucking hilarious if they tried a Cat in the Hat 2 with Mike Myers there. Cross them over. Favorite Iron Man movie? Oh, like obviously everybody loves Iron Man 2 with Scarlett Johansson walking down the hallway and stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know how you
Really?
do that.
That's funny. I
Oh
don't know.
man,
Like,
you know,
Iron,
just the
she's
sex
awesome.
appeal and
Oh, she is awesome. Like, especially when I was like, what like 13.
I can't tell
14
you
at the
anything
time.
else that happens in that movie, but you know,
That's funny.
specific. That's the best Iron Man movie, specifically with Scarlett
Funny.
Johansson there in that hallway. Yep, it was magnificent.
Whiplash, though. My problem is like I kind of like the first one the most out of just the specific Iron Man movies, because like Whiplash in that second movie, he is such a bad villain.
Ah man, you see Scarlett Johansson walking down that hallway, it's like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm
Changed
sure.
everything. I'm like, sure, the villain's bad, and you know the plot at the end is stupid, and the movies. Which, of course, it's not the best Iron Man movie. Come on, Kevin, for fuck's sakes. I get a joke about her sex appeal. God damn it.
Well, like, at what point are we discussing movies? Or are we just, like, aroused? I don't know.
Why haven't there been Superman games? Because he's a really boring character to play as.
Yeah, who would beat you up? It would be neat to be like a god in this game, but I think it would be boring really quick, no?
That's the problem, is he's a literal fucking god. It's just boring to play. And also, the movie wasn't really that popular. Like, it didn't make that much money. It kind of made an okay amount, but it's like, Superman just isn't that popular of a character. Like, it's like, again, the movie did okay, but Supergirl's gonna flop. The next movie's probably gonna do like so-so. He's just not that big of a character. Like, he does well, but like for the cost of how much it costs to make his movies, he's just, yeah, it's barely justifiable. Iron Man 3. I think that's actually a really good look at PTSD, personally. Where he's suffering and everything like that.
It was alright. What is your favorite Iron Man overall? It's alright if it's two.
That was the first movie.
Kill confirmed.
It is the first? Okay. Just curious.
Except when Scarlett Johansson walked down that hall.
Okay.
In Iron Man 2. Really changed the way that I saw superhero films. They could, for the first time, they could really be so much more than just guys clashing into each other. Could be a women clashing. The women. Superman can die by green rings. Yes, we all know Superman 64. I enjoy Iron Man.
But like
3.
in a video game, what are you gonna say?
Hilarious.
All the bad guys you run into have kryptonite? Like, I don't know.
I loved the Mandarin twist. It's downright funny.
What, with the third one?
Yeah, where it's like, oh, like, 'cause the Mandarin's like such a legendary character, and it's like he's just an actor. It's like, what the?
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
it's
tell me
just
anyone saw that coming.
I don't know. When I saw it as like the classic, you know, like, oh well, you know, they fund the Taliban, sort of thing. Like it was just like,
There's
you
a
know, the
comic
classic
in that,
like
yeah.
pawn man. Yeah.
But like in the comics, like the Mandarin and stuff, and even other properties, it's like a very legendary villain for, you know, in Marvel, and it was just like, because I genuinely did not see that coming. It's like, oh, I'm just an actor. Yeah. I think the original plot for that movie probably would have been better though. The female was supposed to be the villain.
Oh.
The woman that he like hooks up with and stuff, she was supposed to be the
Yeah.
villain in the movie, but they said that she wouldn't sell action figures. But like, what kind of action figures you buying with the other guy? Anyways.
Yeah.
Steam Machine? I'm not buying a Steam Machine. Justin Hammer? Oh, Hammer was fun. I am so disappointed
Hammer
they
is the
haven't
main
brought him
villain.
back.
Yeah. Like Hammer for me in the second movie is the villain. Like Mickey Rourke or like Whiplash. Like he sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell's that actor's name? That actor is so fucking fun to watch in movies.
Yeah.
Can't think of his name escaping me at the moment, but like, yeah, he's very entertaining, and I was shocked they didn't run back. Remember, was in Wonder Man. Yeah, I don't have any interest in watching Wonder Man at all. It's like none of those Marvel TV shows really get me, but.
So funny how like in COVID that was supposed to be the big push of like, oh, you know, there's gonna be all these TV shows bridge the gap, and like I think WandaVision was the best.
I was excited about it, and then I watched WandaVision, and I was just kind of like, and then I think I watched a bit of Moon Knight's review, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not into this.
Moon Knight didn't interest me. I watched Hawkeye, but like that was really it was short. It didn't really go anywhere. It was kind of, it's like it didn't take itself seriously. And Falcon Winter Soldier, that sucked.
There you have it. Yeah, I kind of was like, yeah, watching Moon Knight, it was like, it's okay, but like, I just kind of like, yeah, I think I was just kind of getting really over the Marvel thing. That's, even now, it's like, it depends on the property to go check it out. Like, even the DC movies, like, you can just tell when you're watching Supergirl, I'm just like, I'm kind of tired of this formula now. But, you know, you gotta go watch Spider-Man, of course, because it's Spider-Man. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I think like we were even talking about it at the beginning or whatever. I think before we started streaming that, like the general public, obviously the whole superhero burnout. I think it's funny because the couple people I know who just love that stuff, they will always watch it. But it's like it's kind of lost that super wide audience.
Oh, the general public,
You know,
is over it.
Yeah, like it is just kind of down to. Yeah, the niche people that just, that's their thing.
Which, you know, is not going to be enough to keep these movies going because they cost so much to make. Well, the real test for superhero films will be Doomsday this year, though. But I don't think it's going to
that as well.
Yeah.
Because you know, the minute like it comes out, you'll see all the pitches of like Marvel is so back. Oh, you know.
Oh yeah, and all the pre-reviews will be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Good work, soldier.
I don't know. It's. Yeah, and Supergirl again, it really just kind of cemented it where I'm just kind of like, I think a bit over this stuff.
I would like Doomsday to be good though, because I'm not gonna lie, like, even if you're just like, oh hey, blah blah blah, Marvel's had its time, there is no set of movies out right now where honestly I know the next movie coming out, I will have a buddy who wants to watch it. Like, I don't care if it was Marvel again. It would be nice to have that run again. The 2010s for Marvel movies was really fun.
They'll probably,
You know, it
never
would
be
be
able to
neat
do
if they
that
captured
again.
even if they captured half of it, it would be cool.
That's probably gonna be what it is for their audience. Is gonna be half.
Oh, who knows? If it gets out there and everybody's like, oh, this is absolute slop, blah, 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 you know, well then, how could that not just about kill it? If the biggest project they're really trying to sell, you get all this talk up, and it's like, that even comes out and sucks, like,
We'll see.
I don't know. Be interesting how they would recover from that.
Well, they just probably cut down production even more and stuff. Do less things. I don't know, just... I'm not sure. Like, it had a good run, right? Like, it was like, what a...
Oh, it was an incredible run. I think it changed movies. It was such a great run. Everybody tried replicating it. Like, not even changed
It kinda
movies
killed cinema.
successfully. Yeah, you know, but like, it kind of gave everybody trying to, like, oh, we're going to do our own universe.
You know, the other only truly successful universe was The Conjuring.
It's The Conjuring, yeah.
No, seriously. Think about it. What other universe can you say was a successful cinematic universe?
I couldn't say.
Back in the game.
The Conjuring, you know, they had the core Conjuring movies, and then there was the spin-offs like La Lorna, The Nun, you know, the franchise made billions of dollars. And the production costs on them are so cheap because they're horror films. Like, seriously, I'm not even kidding. It is, like, I'm pretty sure the second most successful cinematic universe.
Taking shots.
Or, like, shared universe.
I love that
almost.
with horror movies, though, where, like, they're such wicked successes, but it's just because they're so cheap.
Yeah, DC stuff. Well, I don't think Supergirl's the litmus test. I think it's the Man of Tomorrow that comes out next year that will decide the fate of the DCU. You gotta remember Paramount's buying them, so there'll be different owners with different goals and different things. Anyways, guys, I think that's a good point to call it on our last Vanguard night. It was interesting. We shot some guys. We had some lobbies. Kevin was here.
Hey.
And I think that's